Howdy, folks. Welcome to the home of Adventures in Alberon. My name... Ari. Very rude. My name is Joe Treff. I am the GM this evening and many other evenings. And joining me are my friends, some of whom you have already heard about, Olive, Alanna, Ari, Hannah, and Emily. We are going to be playing a D&D one-shot called The Critt. This is an original one-shot set in our world of Alberon. It is actually the 17th of High Sun, 1481 TA, which means somewhere far away, the wandering hearts are approaching Baba Yaga's hut. But this is across a different ocean, in a different continent, in a different place where there are very few things to be concerned about. We are going to be playing in a much more peaceful place called Dominion. Before I get into D&D, a couple of quick announcements. This is the final game that we are playing until October 30th when we return with Starfinder, taking a little bit of a break because I'm marrying Emily. And so we'll be taking a little bit of a break, but we'll come back then. If you want to see some stuff, we have over 600 sessions over on YouTube at AlberonRPG. We also have different things on our table. A lot of times we have encounter maps. There's some miniatures there right now. Olive's hand is there. You can see the things that come up there in greater detail at AlberonRPG on Instagram, on Blue Sky, on Threads, all those different places. We play Starfinder every Thursday at 6:30, D&D every Friday at 7, and we have Monument Studios music and Sirenscape to thank for the sound. That is all the announcements that I have, and because this is a one-shot, we can just get right into the introduction. Okay. In the peaceful kingdom of Serentyl, perched high above the city like a polished scalpel in the sun, is the Critical Conditions Healers Guild, a towering spire of glass, marble, and pulsing ley lines known to locals as simply the Critt. It is a towering marvel of magical engineering and divine architecture, part cathedral, part alchemical laboratory, part arcane trauma center, rising from a sprawling, multi-tiered campus carved into the cliffs that rise above the northern part of the glittering city of Serentyl. Today is all of your first day. It is a Monday. You've trained, you've studied, and survived the soul-draining exams of medical school. You've earned, or at least achieved, your place among Serentyl's finest apprentice healers. And now you stand before the spiraling entrance of the Arcane Trauma Treatment Board, a wing of the Critt that never sleeps. The smell of antiseptic and burnt ether lingers in the air. Enchanted gurneys wheel past. Somewhere, you hear a patient scream joyfully after having their legs degelatinized for the first time in years. As each of you step forward into the hollowed, pristine floors of the ward, starting with Olive, can I have you please describe your character and what brings you to the Critt?
Sure. We see the sliding doors to the hospital open up, and walking through, boots clicking on the ground, you see an elderly man walking up. He's wearing a red, white, and blue suit, high collar, and you can see military pins cut on his lapel. He walks up, human variant, paladin. He walks up with a shield in his hand, a big one, and he pushes it to the side as he goes up to the front desk and goes, "I'm Captain Ulysses Washington. I am here to see the veteran trauma ward."
You say that, kind of walking up to the front counter. There's a human there. They're wearing white robes of a healer's helper, and they just jerk a thumb back, and you can see off in the distance, kind of in the corner of this arrival space, leaning up against a counter, a goblin in healer's helper's robes. They are leaning up against like a supply stack or a supply cart that has been pushed up against this counter. They have tall blonde hair that even as they kind of push away and start walking towards you, does not move. But they approach. That is your character, Ulysses. Could you please describe your character as they arrive?
Capt Use for short.
Nope.
No.
That's like a nickname that he's really trying to make, but nobody will say it.
Alright, so the next humanoid to come through is a very tall furbolg, and she's also very wide and kind of like hulking in certain ways. So she kind of like slowly comes in, and for as large as she is, she's wearing brightly colored but simple clothing, including a really brightly colored bandana. And she kind of comes in trying to like hunch a little bit so she doesn't seem so imposing. Kind of goes over to like the first like person who clearly works here and goes, "Hello, I am Moss. I am here for my first day."
You could see the person, initially they like jerk their hand over, but then they stop and they just stare at you. There's paperwork all over the desk. This is a busy place, but you take some time to introduce yourself. They sit there and they stare at you and they go, "Oh, you're done. Just over that way." And they point you in the direction of this older gentleman carrying a very large shield and a goblin. You make your way over. Ari, could you please introduce your character?
Sure. So I hippity hop up through the front door.
Hippity hop.
Hippity hop as a bunny. I'm a butterscotch colored bunny, rabbit person. And I've got my nicely pressed robes of the Healers Guild or whatever, and some kind of non-standard gloves. Just like they didn't come with the outfit, but she's just gonna wear them all the time. And a high collar, and she's got a burn kind of peeking through the top of her collar into her like top of her head. She hippity hops to the same person and goes, Hi, I'm here for my first day.
Immediately, they just pass that way. And they kind of jerk a thumb over their shoulder. You can see this group of interns sort of forming up. Not the people that you would expect. You were expecting like a bunch of like really young, bright-eyed people. You see an older man in a huge furbolg lurking over a tiny goblin with a blonde, almost certainly wig or some kind of accoutrement.
Are you sure?
They turn.
We are not speaking to each other. We are just looking straight ahead.
And they just say, Nurse Grelda, are you still doing onboarding today? And you can see this goblin turns and goes, oh, yes, of course we are. Right this way, please. And they just gesture you over.
Okay. Hippity hop.
Make your way over to this goblin with a tremendous amount of energy. And Hannah, could you please introduce your character?
Yeah, so in walks a little blue grung, very short in the sort of healer's, outfit. The cloak, though, is much, much too long. It, like, drags on the floor all around her, kind of pools and puddles around, because they didn't have any ones left for small individuals. She is very wet, like so moist, and her cloak is like dripping, and you think that maybe just before here she remembered that she has to be drenched in water once an hour in order to not get all dried out. And so she is clutching a large book in front of her with both hands, whatever the fantasy version of the DSM-5 is, she's got it. And she kind of toddles in, and she's wearing, like, every inch of skin other than her eyes and her mouth are covered. So she's got, like, a big scarf wrapped around her head, huge gloves. And so she toddles in, and looks around, and I guess the first person she sees is the guy at the desk, so she waddles up to him.
Hello, I'm here for the first... Are you
fingers,
the right
like,
person to
wrap
talk to?
over the desk, and they have to lean over to look down at you.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Just pass that way, please. Can you just carry your cloak, please? You're dripping everywhere. This is a hospital.
Can you hold this, then?
No.
She hands him the book. She just puts it on the...
You put
And
the
then-
KTD3 just right on the book, no problem.
laboriously gathers up her cloak, still dripping,
And she's just like, I'm so sorry about the mess.
toddle, 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 toddle.
Hello.
You make
Hello.
your way over to this large group.
Hello.
And then finally, Emily, could you please introduce your character?
So we rush in on the phone, very aggressively obnoxious. This person, human person, very average, very pink, kind of shortish, curlyish hair, cargo pants, pockets, new shoes, a tailored, bespoke scrub jacket with my name embroidered. And so I finish having my phone call, I'm leaning over the desk, and then I'm like, hey, I'm from the, Biscotti Clemente family. You should be expecting me.
You can see they look at you and they say, you're here for your first day, I assume.
Yeah.
Just join the others, please.
All right.
The floor is slippery. Be careful.
Gorgeous.
You snap your fingers and walk
Keep up
right
the good
past.
work.
You can see they kind of like lean past and mutter as you walk by. I've never seen someone with a tailored set of scrubs before. You walk over and join this group. So all of you now are greeted by this goblin wearing these healers helpers uniforms. And as you arrive with the rest of the group, she says, I'm Nurse Grelda, your onboarding specialist, tour guide, and certified wound whisperer. Try not to pass out. I've got paperwork for that, and not at all the time. Anyways, reverse course medical interns, we've got a tour to do. And she kind of begins to push all of you off and through the doors that you just came through.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I forgot the voice. There it is. Is there some place I can hang my cloak?
That's really wet. We're going to be passing the magical burn unit, and I'm sure that will clean it right up. Don't worry.
It's so... I need my hand.
It's good for strength.
The man told me to carry it. I would rather not.
Well, we wouldn't want to say no to the man now, would we? Come along. And she turns and just kind of begins to move. She carries a clipboard. She brings a couple of supplies with her.
Would you like me to carry it, small grung?
Oh, you'd better not touch me.
Why?
Thanks anyway.
Are you poisonous?
I mean, I prefer to think of myself as venomous, but yes.
Venomous is when you bite others. Poisonous
we
is
got a
when
biter.
others bite you, right?
At this, the nurse turns
I
around.
don't know a lot about myself.
The nurse turns around and says, well, this will be an enlightening tour for you then. Come along now. And she pulls out a scalpel from her breast pocket and points it over towards the first door that all of you pass.
Can I try and grab it?
You want to just grab the scalpel? Make a sleight of hand check. Roll a 20-sided dice.
That makes Bramble go, ah! Again.
Sure.
14.
A 14. Okay. She takes the scalpel, and for those of you with the passive perception above a 14, which is not Nurse Grelda, you see this immaculately dressed human, big hat. They have a sending stone that they just put in their pocket, kind of latch out and snipe this scalpel right from the breast pocket before they can even grab it. The nurse goes and grabs it and just goes, oh dear. It's been a busy day. I'm terribly sorry. Over this way. And she gestures. You can add a scalpel to your inventory. That over there is the alchemical trauma garden. It's mostly alchemy for trauma, but when it rains a lot, sometimes we get traumatized alchemical ingredients. So it's a little bit of a chicken and an egg situation. She kind of continues to walk, and you follow her down a gentle, curving, rune-lit path flanked on one side by a row of these floating herb beds on these plinths of stone. Each is enclosed in translucent containment domes. And inside you see all different kinds of ingredients. You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Nurse Grelda turns and says, it's mandrakes, all right. We're regrowing them fresh this season. Some of the last interns had trouble harvesting them, but that won't be any of you. Kind of walks right along. You see one of the little mandrakes. Do any of you speak with plants just natively?
I do.
For you, you see this little tiny mandrake turn. All the rest of you see this plant just kind of... But for you, you hear, not again. Not the interns.
To be fair, I cannot understand them back.
There you go. The air here is thick with ozone and floral scents. You spot an overturned cauldron that seems to be leaking something into a flower bed. You see somebody else in these like immense, kind of almost like a hazmat set of robes, walk over to it carefully. Nurse Grelda says, oh, sorry for the mess. That's from last night's healing slime wine experiment. Didn't quite work. Got sapient. Proposed to a patient. Terribly bad for guidelines and ethical standards, you know. The path forks, and they begin to climb up a few steps towards a shimmering dome that is surrounded by arcane fire breaks. And for you, as you approach, your cloak gets a little bit lighter. It's warm here, and the moisture evaporates a little bit. For you, you feel a little bit dry.
And Bramble is like, up! And she backs out of the room, and she goes,
Excuse me? I don't think I'll be able to be in this room.
They step back out through the door and they say, that's fine. It's just a tour. They point through the door and you can see all kinds of like experiments happening. You can see there is a place where there is like burning elements of clothing and they seem to be like pouring different things on top and seeing what happens. The flame turns blue, all starts to sparkle in the smoke. But you see Grelda points with the handle of her scalpel through the door and says... yeah, you sold the scalpel with her finger and says, that dome is the etheric burn pavilion. Great place to recover from fireballs, lava exposure, or bad breakups with elementals. Never date a fire method. Always needs space, but then acts like you're the cold one. She walks further and goes past this glass dome. And you can see there's people kind of like sitting along benches, all wearing like these robes, kind of recovering from various wounds. You see people with bad burns healing in this place. But you make your way through, and in this moment, can everybody make a perception check?
roll one of these. And then,
What was that? Oh,
I'm just, and then you're going to add this number.
21.
21.
13.
13.
16.
16.
26.
26.
3.
For the three of you, you walk through this space. You see the burn unit off to one side. You see some more buildings that you are approaching off and to the left. There seems to be almost like a magical lift straight ahead. And that's it. It's a wonderful day to be starting work. There's not a flood of patients or anything like that. For the two of you, you see a shadow briefly cross over the almost greenhouse-like dome that rises above this place. And you can see Nurse Gelda Grelda just sort of narrows their eyes. But up above, you can see there is a little bit of a commotion. There are other apprentices that are throughout this place that seem to be turning and looking now as well. Is there anything that the two of you are doing?
I'm gonna go, excuse me?
They turn and they say, yes.
Is that a part of the orientation?
They turn and look up and they say, that skyship is way too low. You can see, as all of you now look up, there is a sleek Tenosian skyship that is coming down towards the clouds. You can't see the glint of steel from either side. You just see the bow, and it's growing slightly closer. You see now smoke that is trailing from the back of it. And this barge is not descending. It is plummeting.
Oh.
Across the city space, all across, you can hear suddenly the of emergency sirens begin to sound. There is a tremendous amount that is going on beneath you. Give me just one moment here. Okay.
That's good promotion.
No.
Yeah.
You can hear out in the streets, people begin to kind of shout. The sky barge is plummeting, and in this moment, a heartbeat later, you lose sight of it as it flows directly over top and slams into the hospital full force, up in the upper surgical spire. The impact unleashes a shockwave of divine and arcane energy. There is just a blinding flash of light, a deafening boom that knocks everybody to their knees.
Can I do mage hand to like shelter us?
You sure can. You use a cantrip. This little hand goes out, but this magical shockwave knocks you to the ground.
No.
Mage hand just dispersed. The ring of pressure rushes outwards. There is shatters of glass. You hear now more richly the sirens wail. And then a magical surge through this space. Suddenly you hear clatters as the elements of steel gurneys that had been floating just moments ago fall to the ground. You can see magical glyphs along the walls suddenly flicker and go black, and Nurse Grelda, this goblin, suddenly looks as if she's wearing no makeup at all. Her green skin is much more uneven in the flickering emergency lights. The hair is gone. If there is any illusion magic that you currently have projected, that has turned off. This surge has ended concentration on spells, and you see a bystander look up in the debris kind of covered with this white kind of smog. They sneeze and just teleport away. You hear overhead as red sigils ignite along the hospital's walls and the ground beneath you trembles. Give me 1 second. Let me change the music from tension to something a little bit more urgent.
What's more urgent than tension?
I know, right?
Emergency.
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 Paging Dr. B. Emergency.
To her helm of comprehend languages, which appears as a beret, and she just taps it and reestablishes comprehend languages, which she always has running.
Fantastic. In this moment, you hear the hospital messaging system blare out through these glyphs. Mass trauma event detected. Emergency protocols engaged. Magical contamination breach. All interns to triage.
Oh.
You see nurses and clerics scramble into the halls. There are arcane containment fields that are flaring and failing here. And then, all of a sudden, almost every doctor that you can see disappears.
What?
That's not good.
There are white coats that just to the ground. Little stethoscopes ting, 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 down. And you see Grelda look up at this doctor who is shouting, "Did you activate the protocol?" And just disappears as well. And
Why?
suddenly, Nurse Grelda says, "Well, it looks like you just got promoted."
Woo!
She begins to charge down the hallway and then turns and says, "Come on, interns, we have a hospital to save."
Oh my god.
She begins to run. Are you following?
Together.
I was saying at a speed faster than you would think.
I'm gonna do one of those like freeze frame and then I'm gonna go.
Okay,
It's
excellent.
really fast.
Bramble is trundling as fast as she can, which is not that fast.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
I'm gonna rip a stethoscope off the ground and put it over my neck.
Okay, you have been
Wait, can I
promoted.
also
You need
cast
to look
Mage
the
Armor?
part. Yes, you put your hand on your chest, and over the kind of chic couture clothing, there is a brief pulse of glyphs as you cast that armor spell. You all follow this goblin, dashing through debris that is embedded in the ceiling and walls. You can see a shattered arcane defibrillator just electrocuting a plant. You can see that same mandrake just trembling in the corner.
Do not panic.
Are you calming emotions on the plant?
No, but I'm just saying do not panic. And with my furball nature, they understand
They
whether or not it's
certainly
effective.
do. As you sprint, you come to a supply closet, and Grelda throws her heels into the floor and screeches into a stop. She holds out her arms for all of you to stop, and she yanks the supply closet open. Sparks fly, bottles roll, strange magical residue coats the shelves here. But she says, "All right, interns, 5 seconds. Grab what you can. Choose wisely. Healers, we're going in the deep end." There is, and each of you will be able to grab 2 of these things. You have no idea what they do until you grab them, but you only have time for 2.
Is that a pile of stuff?
I do.
I love
Can you pass
stuff.
me that a minute? This is specifically because you requested having these things written down ahead of time. I think it does help, especially for one-shots when you're managing new characters. So you can see a small spring-loaded paperclip. You can see a scalpel. You can see a cloak with a sort of blue symbol of these snakes, similar to that symbol right there, stitched on the back. You can see a potion of this sort of clear liquid. You can see a syringe that has glimmering liquid within. There is a vial that is containing a chromatic, sparkling sort of essence within. There are a pair of gloves that have magical glyphs across them. There is a shard of a broken mirror on the ground. There is a sort of flask with a potion of some kind of red liquid within. There is a small tan pouch. There is a blackened, scorched wand, and another stethoscope. I will say, for many of you who look at this stuff, all of this seems a little bit more than just mundane. It is not damaged in the sort of debris that has rained down here.
Do we want to roll for it?
If
Like,
something,
who picks first?
Yeah.
oh yeah, you can definitely do that.
Who's got the highest number?
I got 16.
3.
12.
12.
5.
Maybe do one round and then roll
Yeah.
again for the second round. Okay.
Hannah first.
Oh, does the cloak look like it would fit me?
Much like items of this nature in general, it looks like it could probably resize itself to fit you.
Okay, so Bramble is going to shed her cloak and very, very quickly dart forward and grab the cloak and put it on and is like,
Oh, thank goodness.
You grab this cloak, you it around, and suddenly you feel like you are a little safer than you were before. Who's next?
I'll take the scorch wand, please.
You are taking the scorched wand. We love that. So there you go.
And then as an action,
Uh-huh.
I cast Wild Shape, which allows me to summon my wildfire spirit.
Absolutely.
And so since we're in an emergency, I now have it kind of looks like my shadow just erupts in flames, and like a duplicate bunny shows up, and so now there's 2 of me.
Whoa.
One is me, but one is like a fiery version of me.
is the fire hot?
Wins. Cool.
Oh, it is. So I stand 10 feet away from anybody. when I do
Bramble
this.
backs
You go run back
away.
into the
I
party hall.
forgot that that's a feature.
No problem. All right, that is for you. Who's next?
Oh, Olive is. I go up and I swish my boot through the debris, and he'll pick up the mirror shard and the gloves.
So here's the mirror shard. I think everybody's picking. We're doing like a fantasy football style snaking draft here.
Like take one and then we'll do another
Yeah.
round.
Oh, I was like, these bitches forgot they can take 2.
We were being polite.
I am not.
Unfortunately for you,
Oh,
as you grab this,
okay.
you do feel a sort of judging presence over your shoulders.
I am perfect in the eyes of the gods.
Well, that's not a god.
I was gonna be like, did Olive end up with another cursed object? But no, it's the table has cursed you.
Who's next?
I will grab. Moss will reach forward and grab the tan pouch.
Interesting. You reach forwards. It's scuffed. It's a little bit damaged, but you grab the tan pouch. Who's next?
Me.
What would you like?
The flask. Can I also do the borrowed knowledge thing on the lady's tour guide?
What are you trying to know?
Everything. Anything.
So bar knowledge is more like if you needed to like learn how to talk to animals or something, you could get better at that.
Can I do it before I pick my item?
Yes.
And know more about the item?
You absolutely can. So that would be make an Arcana check.
So you roll your big 20-sided die, and then you add Arcana, which is +2.
6.
6? You have no idea what any of these do. And in this urgent moment, you can't really stop to look. What do you want?
Flask.
The flask.
It goes into one of my
idea, though.
pockets on my pants.
Obviously.
Not here. I'm saving that.
There you are.
These for the emergencies.
Who's
I think it's me, right? Go around again.
Yep.
All right, I am going to take the gloves. I'm sorry, Olive.
Oh, shoot, I wanted the gloves.
Everyone's fighting over gloves.
They have glyphs
Together!
on them that are almost
We
ghosted
stand.
on their palm. But that is
We're
the glove.
stronger.
And she gratefully
DM's
shakes
choice.
off her huge
DM's
gloves.
choice.
I'm busy, so I just grab whatever.
You know what? I think it just kind of makes sense. We'll see how much it affects what you do, but you took one already. So you just got the instant upgrade.
Nice.
Oh.
All right, who's next?
Dope.
Olive.
Yes.
Gonna take the flask.
Take the other flask. Interesting.
Again.
Kind of
Do I...
appropriate.
Okay.
And then Alanna,
Scalpel.
the scalpel.
Scalpel.
There you go.
Thank you.
This scalpel, a little bit keener edged than others, though it also feels as if it can correct itself in ways. That brings us to Emily.
Oh, yes.
What would you like for your last item? There is a paperclip, there is a syringe, and there is a final vial that contains a... What was that?
Paperclip, please.
There's the paperclip.
It's just clippy.
You leave the syringe of cure wounds and the vial of contained inspiration behind, and you dash out further into the hall, following the nurse. Give me just one moment.
Just really wanted clothes that fit me.
The nurse,
Take your gloves.
turns around and just goes, "All right, keep moving." You guys keep running, and you reach a place where, hanging kind of a kilter from the normal place, is a triage center. The doors are jammed open. There are magical lights that flicker here. Some of the gurneys still hover midair, but most have collapsed on the ground. There are people scattered throughout this place. There's arcane pressure in the air that is thick like static, and you can hear shouting and crying, the magical alarms. And then, as you enter, all of the eyes turn to you. You can see the only person at the desk, the same person that you all talked to, now kind of like covered in blood and debris, looks a little bit shocked, but they turn and go, "Oh, thank the gods, the interns are here."
Are you
They
sure?
turn
No
and
one has ever
point,
said that.
and the nurse turns and goes, "All right, everybody in with me." And they run over to this place marked Triage 3, a large operating room already
Can
in
I
a state
try
of
to
disarray.
heal them like a little bit, or they're fine? They're good.
They seem okay, just a little
Okay.
shook up.
Okay.
Other
okay.
people's blood.
Yeah.
Okay,
Other-
that's fine. That's
This isn't mine.
okay.
You run into Triage 3, and the goblin nurse says, "All right, patients incoming, stabilize what you can, prioritize worst case scenarios. Don't let any of them mutate. We've been seeing it in the hallways. All right, move." And they kind of run out. They have a clipboard. You can see they're picking up some debris. You can hear a commotion as patients are rerouted to you. You can hear them yelling at Triage Bay 3. As these patients come in, time will slow down, and your team will drop into loose initiative. You do not need to use all of your actions or bonus actions on a given turn, but each turn will allow you to assist in curing the patient presented to you. Is there any questions?
So are we is it like when it's our turn, you tell us what we see and then we say, you know what I mean? Like you tell us who the patient
On
is?
initiative order 20, the patient will be wheeled in, and then you will have an opportunity to potentially help them.
Okay.
Can I try to do another thing where I get the knowledge of the lady, but of like a layout of like where we are now?
You already have a tour, so you've
Okay,
seen this whole
okay.
place. You have that knowledge in your own head. All right. So let me pull up some music here. We definitely could. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're going to do... Okay. So, please roll for initiative.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
20.
Anybody natural 20?
Your initiative.
No. I have not been rolling great as Moss so far, so hopefully we'll turn this sheet around soon.
Okay. Anybody 20 to 25?
Yes, 23.
Yes. 23.
Wow, nice.
30, 20.
Harrigan's gonna boom to their initiative.
For
Hippity hoppity.
Saffron.
Hippity hoppity.
Just try and stop.
Hippity hoppity, let's get by.
Me.
And then Hannah, what was yours?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And that is for Bramble. And then anybody 20 to 15?
Capped youth got 16.
16. All right. Ulysses. Capped use is not going to stick. 15 to 10.
I will make it.
Oh, Alanna, where are you?
Oh, 14.
14. Okay,
Sorry.
excellent. 14 for Finnley. And then Alanna?
Captain Clement. You
8.
can call me Jenny.
8. I call you Jenny. 8 for Moss. So, let us just jump right in.
Lettuce.
You see wheeled in on one of these automatic gurneys a half-elf bard. You can see there is a little written medical bracelet out on their hand that reads Gondis Lestrand. They are wheeled in, they are convulsing, sweat pours down their face. You can hear their chest vibrate with magical resonance. Their lungs seem to be almost humming inside their chest. They open their mouth, and you can see, just from the inside, strings peeking out from between the teeth, resonating. Saffron, what would you like to do to try to help?
So my wildfire spirit and I share a turn. So I'm gonna cast Goodberry,
Okay.
which I think gives me a handful of berries, right?
Yep.
And then I shove a berry in this guy's mouth. And then my wildfire spirit is gonna... Who's next in initiative?
Me.
Is going to look at the wet grung and then look at Captain Ulysses and cast guidance.
Fantastic. So
And
you...
it looks like just like directing light so that Ulysses can see better.
Awesome. You kind of take elements of debris, you hold it up.
Got
to the
my
wildfire
reading
spirit.
glasses on.
You make it almost like an old-timey surgical lamp. Absolutely. And with the lights failing, that is absolutely helpful. First, you can see the patient does regain 2 hit points.
Nice. And I have 10 whole berries.
Excellent. You also
And I
note
have 9 berries.
in this moment as well, as the light shines down on them and you stuff those berries in their mouth, there is harp strings that are peeking out from there. It seems as if perhaps an instrument was jammed inside of them, though how a whole harp could fit in an individual this size, hard to tell.
Harp
But-
to tell.
Probably a
Harp
sex
to
thing.
tell. Probably a sex thing. So that is your turn, Saffron.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that brings us to you, Bramble.
Do I see the harp also?
You do. With this light shining in from this wildfire spirit, you can see there is harp strings peeking out from behind this person's teeth.
Can I know without making a check whether this is a magical harp, whether it's mundane, or would I need to make a check for that?
This harp glows inside of him. You would imagine if it is not magical, it is in other ways immensely unhealthy. Something's going on here.
So Bramble's like,
Good.
dispel magic!
You cast Dispel Magic. Fantastic. Make a check using your spellcasting DC. Or spellcasting ability. Sorry.
That is gonna be 16.
With a 16, you remove, as you cast Dispel Magic on this harp, you can hear the resonance fade ever so slightly. This curse that it is under seems to break in this moment as you cast Dispel Magic. But It is still inside him. And in ways, that's almost worse. You can see the eyes go wide with panic. Whatever was facilitating the vibration seemed to be helping him breathe. And now he is suffocating.
And Bramble goes, I'm sorry.
You can hear it just go, and every time he does, there's like with these harp strings, but it's a panicked sound. Anything else, Bramble? Okay, there you go. That brings us to you, Ulysses. You can see the wildfire spirit shedding light on this patient. You can see the grung begin to panic as they make the harp stop playing. What would you like to do?
Ulysses goes up and really closely with his musty old man breath whisper in the patient's ear. Don't worry, we've assembled a team that will take care of you. Fear not. And he's going to reach his dirty hands into his mouth, or the patient's mouth, and try to... Well, do I pluck the strings or do I try to take it out? She'll take it out.
Okay.
He'll...
Make a sleight of hand check. I like the idea that
You
you're
get
just
a
going to
+4.
performance.
Yeah. Oh, +4.
Very good.
Okay.
Well, like guidance unit, whatever, but
You gotta play the right
plus
notes.
plus 4 plus D4.
plus a D4.
Okay, let's see here. What? Remind me to check again. Sorry.
This is a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Let's see here. Sleight of hand. We've okay. Okay. 14. 18.
With an 18, you succeed by 1. This is immensely risky. You watch as you carefully put light on this person. You cast a spell magic. Everybody kind of half measures to try to cautiously approach. This large person kind of lumbers up, looks down, whispers into their ear, and then wrenches their mouth open and shoves a hand inside. It does not look medical, but surprisingly dexterous is this person. And with a mighty heave, you just yank this miniaturized, almost like a toy harp, out of this person's throat. And Gondis is cured. You can see he sits up and just goes,
Pats him on the back really hard.
I didn't think licking
You're okay, son.
I didn't think licking it would do that. He kind of gets up. He gestures
Told
out.
you it
Do you
was
give
a
him the
sex
heart back?
thing.
I'm going to hold on to this for a while.
Oh, that
It's
makes
medical
sense.
waste now.
He nods
Legally,
and
we can't give
stumbles
it
out of the room. In that same moment, there is a gurney pushed right past him, and you see a sort of younger-looking fire genasi covered in pulsing, glowing boils. Little steam from them as they vent and get a little bit smaller. Little bits of flame flicker out. You can see she is grumbling and growling in pain, but every time that she does, can everybody make a perception check for free, please?
Free.
Ooh.
And your perception is +1.
Let's
6.
see.
13.
13.
16.
Okay.
18?
Okay.
22.
Sorry, 19.
For all of you, you hear her just scream in this moment as one of these blisters pops and little bits of fire out. For you, though, you hear the voice ever so faintly split into 2. But it right back, and you can see this individual badly hurt. Making a mistake on this patient may prove fatal. So that brings us to Finnley. Finnley, this patient wheeled right in front of you. This goblin with no blonde hair now, just looking really tired, has a bunch of like tools in their hand, but they just say, "You're all doing great. Keep it up," and they run out.
My man. All right, we're going to cast inflict wounds on the boils.
On the boils. Okay, I love that. Let's see if I prepared.
Fight
for
fire with fire.
Yes,
did.
I've
Okay.
seen this exact
So
thing.
you move
Don't
forward
worry,
and
guys.
you cast inflict wounds. Go ahead and roll damage for that. You don't need they're gonna fail. Yeah, they're gonna fail this like a lot.
3.
Everything's fine.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
3.
Yeah.
With 3, you touch them, and several of these blisters and boils pop, 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 pop. There is little bits of fire, and all of you have to kind of startle back a little bit. In fact, can everybody make a dexterity saving throw?
Oops. Well,
15.
Ooh,
15. That is a success.
not 15.
That is, well, What is it?
Much lower.
Okay, that is a failure.
7.
That's definitely a failure.
14?
That is a failure.
Then I use my reaction to do lucky footwork, and I get a D4 added.
If you rolled a 14, a D4 no matter what will put you over. So in that moment, you kind of scamper away with your hair and
Lucky
gone
rabbit
feet.
foot.
18.
18, that is a success. And then Finnley?
I'm sorry.
Oh, girl.
For those of you who roll
got 12.
below a 15, including you, Finnley, you do take 5 points of fire damage as these just erupt fire and they explode. But in that moment, it does damage this individual, and they are looking really rough. They look like they are on death's door.
Oh.
But the pressure inside of them has decreased, and some critical event has seemingly been staved off for this moment.
You're welcome.
You could see they are like screaming on fire, but you just say, you're welcome, and you kind of take a couple steps back. No problem, Finnley.
Yeah.
That brings us to you, Moss. You watch as
Great.
Finnley comes forwards and just ignites a patient. What would you like to do?
I would like to. Okay, so the pressure in them has seemed to decrease.
Yes.
So does Moss believe that splitting event has now been calmed?
As an action, you would need to make a medicine check to find out. I would say potentially with your background, a nature check.
A nature check? Okay. I'm gonna closely examine them, and I will do that nature check. If nothing else, just to let everyone else know what's going on.
Okay.
You said medicine or nature, or
I would say it could be medicine, nature, or arcana.
okay. Let's go with medicine because that's my highest. That is a total of 19.
With a 19, as you look at this person and keeping that split in their voice in mind, you recognize all at once this person is possessed. Not by a ghost, not by a spirit, but by an emberling. This is a creature that hails from the elemental plane of fire and in moments of catastrophe can sometimes slip through. This creature could be banished from this individual. You also know that applying certain salves or tonics could slow the spread of these. But the big problem with emberling possession is that very shortly, it usually causes the person to explode. And you've seen the explosions in textbooks, perhaps. Maybe you've heard of it from friends. But typically, it looks an awful lot like a fireball.
So Moss, after examining closely, would be like, they are possessed by an emberling. They will explode. We must stop it.
Shields up.
That brings us... Oh,
Yeah.
please.
So that was essentially my action.
Okay.
As my movement, she'll place herself in between herself and some of the smaller interns,
Okay.
just in case they explode between now and the next turn to try to tank some of the damage.
Wise, Moss. As you go, you kind of impose yourself between these people. Finley turned around and cool person walked away. So,
How about my phone again?
Finley, this does not apply to you. You take out your little sending stone. But for the rest of you, you watch, and close around this patient, 2 of these blisters pop. Fire flares out, and each of you takes 6 points of fire damage as this up. You see the pressure seems to build back in them. They are getting closer to that critical reaction. Saffron, what do you want to do to try to help?
Saffron has a similar being to this patient.
Yes.
And wants to coax out the possession and into her own wildfire spirit.
Phenomenal. I would say for that, you can make an Arcana check or remind me of your class?
I'm a druid
An Arcana or a Nature check, your choice.
with a background in burns. I got a big old burn on my face.
Yeah.
What were my options? Arcana or...
Arcana or Nature.
This is gonna be 16.
With a 16, you take this fire spirit, you pull it around, and you try to will the same power over this thing. But whatever is within this creature, it resists you. It is too strongly embedded within this fire genasi. This is like a perfect place for it to live. It flares, it resists you, and you can see this genasi takes damage as a result. And they are on death's door. You can see instantly this almost bronze skin turns pale. They are looking rough, but they are still up.
Good berry.
You shove a gooseberry in their mouth. They gain 1 hit point back, and they still seem pretty rough, but less so.
Cool.
Anything else, Saffron?
I feel like that's my...
There we go. That brings us to Bramble.
You said, what is this thing? It's like an elemental?
An emberling, yeah. It's a tiny little baby fire elemental.
Okay. And those can understand language, right?
They can?
Okay. So, Bramble's gonna be like... and she's gonna try to cast suggestion on the emberling.
Okay.
And she's going to say, let's see, let me do a
love
sentence
that.
or two. She's going to say, please exit that man as non-painfully as possible. Thank you.
Okay.
Manners are important.
Yeah.
What is the DC on that save?
15, wisdom 15.
That is a 16, unfortunately.
No.
I almost wanted that
Can
to
I
work.
make
really wanted it to
Can I
happen.
make a reroll?
I do not believe you have an
have a
ability
way
to do
to
that,
do that?
unfortunately.
Sometimes you just gotta ask.
Anything else? Great idea.
It's gotten pretty hot in here, so Bramble's like, uh-oh! And then, turns and, like, tries to trundle out as fast as she can.
Okay, you get a little bit further away. You join Finnley over on the periphery. You can see Finnley kind of holds a hand up in her face and, like, is on this sending stone. But no problem. That is your turn, Bramble. Ulysses. You kind of pull the shield down. You can see this person still just gouting fire out of these boils. What do you want to do?
I'm going to... Well, first of all, as Ulysses holds up his shield, you feel a tad bit safer when you stand within 10 feet of him. And that's the aura of faith, so you get +1 to all of your saves if you stay within 10 feet of Ulysses, which I assume we're all...
10 feet of Ulysses.
Yeah, I assume we're all standing over the gurney, except for maybe you, because you stepped
Except
back.
For, yeah,
I ran away, so...
Finnley
Okay.
and Bramble are both, like, a little bit further away.
Good to know that.
Well, let's see.
Maybe I'll come back.
I'm going to... So I've got the shard, right, of glass. She's going to hold it up, look into it. Once per long rest, it casts Detect Magic and Detect Poison and Disease simultaneously for 10 minutes. And he's going to make the little fire elemental look into it, right? That's how I use this? Or do I have to look into it?
No, so it kind of works to help almost like diagnose things. So this could tell you if there's disease present, what that disease is. You already kind of know what the problem is here.
Oh, do I? What is
Yeah.
it?
He's possessed.
He's possessed
Oh,
by
it's
an
possession.
emberling.
Yes. Do you have anything to depossess people?
I have
Paladin.
nothing but a grapple feat.
So what do you want to do, Ulysses?
I'm gonna hold until I find something
Okay, no
more
problem.
useful.
You
Apologies.
hold. That brings us to you, Finnley. You can see this person just bursting with these fire blisters. What do you want to do to try to help them?
Yeah, I guess I'll, the thing about Jenny, we're just gonna try and heal, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
You casting what?
Cure
Cure
wounds.
wounds. Excellent. Roll 1d8.
Maybe the firewall will just be inside the body, and if the body's good enough, then
Contain.
then we don't die, but it dies.
D8 is the pyramid one.
So close.
You were close.
7.
7. They gasps. They stop screaming for just an instant, and you can see color return to them. That's a lot of healing for them. They were very close to dying, and you have certainly bought them some time. Anything else, Finnley?
Empowered healing.
That is also true. That's for other people around you. So anybody
I'll just
who
do that.
needs to
Just
roll
for fun.
dice to heal, let Emily know. Emily can spend sorcery points to re-roll as many of your healing dice as she wants.
Ooh.
So that is your turn, Finnley. You can see
Can I
they
give this to
gasp
the
for
person
breath.
who's next?
Yes, you can. You can give that to Moss if you wish.
Well,
From off on the side, Finnley, still on the sending stone, tosses this thing to you. Moss, what do you want to do?
she'll catch the item and be like, and look around and just be shocked that no one has been able to dispel this creature from
It's
within
impossible.
it. It's clearly not doing very well. So,
I've helped
Okay.
every time.
And Moss, like, the pressure has built up pretty significantly now, so you probably want to help immediately.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have benign transposition.
Mm-hmm.
I can choose to swap places with a small or medium willing creature. Is it possible?
He's not willing, but are you?
That was a good idea.
I just want to be clear. Is your idea to try to be inside of this fire genasi?
Well, I was going to see if... No, it was more like to see if I could essentially take the Emberling out of the fire genasi and put it in me.
Okay. They're not a willing creature, but
Okay.
what I will say is, because that's a great idea, go ahead and you can make a competing Arcana check against their... I'm going to say it's going to be a con save for them, against whatever
Okay.
your check is as the DC.
Okay, for Arcana?
Yep.
Okay.
Using Starfinder.
What terrible.
So, them too.
6. I rolled terribly.
Roll again. That's a tie.
12.
6. So in this moment, you look over at them as they gasp for breath, suddenly a little bit more healthy. You see your opportunity to strike, and you use benign transposition. You kind of invite this spirit into your own body. And in this moment, as this person gasps, you see this mote of fire leap from their throat and into your own being. It is immensely hot, and almost instantly your skin begins to boil. Can you roll 2d4, please?
Ooh, with the empowered healing?
Not
yet.
yet.
Not yet.
quite, yeah.
Ah,
4.
it's on its way.
4 blisters just pop immediately open onto your skin and begin to steam. They are likely ready to pop next round. You feel inside of you this flame begin to build, and your skin begins to get puffy and inflate. You feel immense heat and pressure building inside of you.
I have bought you time. Help!
New patient.
And it just goes, thank you. I'm going to run. And she just dashes out of this room. But you do have a new patient, technically.
Can I help
is
you
Moss.
on the gurney?
Yes.
Is it my turn?
In the place.
You go to the top of the round. You had a
I
hold
want to
action.
resolve. Yeah, I would like to turn to Moss and, I guess, stamp his giant shield onto the ground and reach up his hands and go, Torm, the injustice of having this poor creature cursed with this and having Moss have taken over the burden. Please release Moss from this injustice. And I want to make like a religion check or some sort of thing to have.
God to help.
Yeah, I'm literally praying to a god to help because I've got nothing useful.
When your patients go, thank God.
Yeah.
You're just
So-
like, I don't know. What do you give me with that?
I don't think paladins have divine intervention, which is what you're looking for.
No.
I've
Can
got,
I run
also-
next alongside you and,
have augury.
try and hold your hand?
I don't.
But you don't know I'm trying to hold your hand, and I'm gonna quit.
So channel
Bless.
divinity is only for attacking, right?
No.
No, they also for like expelling, like turning undead generally.
So
This
at
doesn't
level
apply
6,
to that.
with channel divinity, what is your oath?
Devotion or whatever.
Okay. So with channel divinity for oath of devotion, I believe you can turn undead and you have an ability. At level 6, you get turn undead. So you have turn undead
Okay, that's it.
and whatever your domain ability is, and I just don't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Okay, well, I don't change what I'm gonna do.
Okay, no problem. You do so. There really is no check to make.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of.
I
slam
just
the
yell
shield
into
down.
the air.
God is busy right now. There is an airship that crashed into the building.
But that
You
is
can leave a message.
the end of the round. At the top of the round, for you, Moss, very unfortunately, 3 of these blisters pop.
No.
You take 7 points of fire damage.
Owie.
Everybody who is within 5 feet, which I believe is Ulysses and Saffron, also take 5 points of fire damage. And
My
And-
wildfire is immune to fire.
there you go. And Saffron, it is your turn.
Cool. So that is a great idea that Moss had, feeling inspired by Moss. My wildfire spirit is gonna touch Moss, which doesn't hurt you, Instead, she's gonna use fiery teleportation. Oh, sorry. Saffron's gonna say to Ulysses, "Let's take a step back, please." And you and I are gonna take a step back.
Okay, soldier.
And then, my wildfire spirit is gonna fiery teleportation you, but not the being inside of you, because they're distinct.
Whoa.
And I can teleport you 15 feet away. Can I leave the
Perfect dissection.
You certainly
Okay.
So this
plus.
fire passes into you, and in this moment, for you, Moss, you feel your fur and your essence overwhelmed with the heat inside of you, and you just become flames. And this spirit basically just picks the flame version of you up and just walks you 15 feet over. It takes the full 6 seconds. They place you down, and you into your regular form. You see this little mote kind of looking down, little fiery hair. It's about a foot tall. It has hands, legs, but no distinct like little fingers or anything. No feature, but you can kind of see almost like bridge or eyebrow ridges go down as he's very angry to be out here in the world.
Thank you.
out of the fire and into the flame?
Anything else, Saffron?
So that's my wildfire spirit's turn. So I'm gonna contain this goober.
How you gonna do it?
Can I gust him? Can I blow him out?
You absolutely can. Make a well. It really depends. Make a check with your spellcasting ability.
Hold on, let me read the spell. Hold on, I'm so sorry. I didn't write on my. Choose. Oh wait. So I guess it just pushed him.
They're a tiny little fire, so there's a potential that you could push them out. You could also fan the flame.
8 plus what? Arcana?
Your spellcasting ability.
Oh, so that's 4 plus 3, 7. So 8 plus 7 is 15?
15. You needed to beat a 10. And
Okay.
so in this moment, you cast Gust as you watch Moss just transported by fire. This little creature looks up and you just straight out, and you can see just for a moment the almost like skeletal figure of like a burnt matchstick, but like human form before it just away. And you are all out of initiative. You have cured your patients. You can see now there are more interns being ushered into this space, and some of them move in to relieve you. You see the nurse gesturing you out in this moment. You all making your way out?
Yep.
I'm already out.
Together,
Can I
we
look
will
through people's
defeat.
pockets?
You want to
Is
what?
there any pockets to look through?
Make a sleight of hand check on your way out of the room.
I'll do that.
Are there any like jugs of like water or anything like
Out
that?
in the hall there are, yeah. There's the interns bring some supplies with them, certainly.
Okay. As we start to move, Moss will pick up one of the jugs of water and just carry it with them.
Excellent. Add a jug of water to your inventory. What was your check?
Okay.
A natural 20?
No. Wait,
Okay.
I mean, yes.
A natural 20.
What?
Which
Well,
one?
no.
Go!
Wait, no, sorry. 14 plus.
14,
plus
okay, okay,
perception.
okay.
We
Dirty.
call that a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Or
You-
unnatural if you prefer.
You kind of, you
I like the
very
natural.
dexterously go through these medical interns' pockets and you find 2 pieces of copper. This is not a well-paying job, and they do not have a tremendous amount there, but you can add those 2 copper pieces to your inventory.
Can I reverse that upon finding that and put more money?
You can.
Because I got a big bonus.
You did. You have a lot of gold in your possession. You put a
Okay.
couple pieces back in your
I feel
pocket.
bad, so I'm just gonna.
This is the equivalent of getting mugged, and then the day later, a robber shows up and is like, I don't know how you live like this. Here's $20. Fantastic. That'll be very confusing for them later.
No problem.
So noticing that Moss has found some jugs of water, Bramble's gonna trundle over to them, pick up one, and just goosh. And then she's like,
Okay, ready.
The cloak is just completely, instantly clean and dry. It is magical.
Oh.
Works out quite well for you.
That's
As
the
you
wettest intern I've ever seen.
gather around this
But I
individual,
have to be wet. Not my fault.
interns, residents arrive on scene. And you can see the nurse pulls out this little stone and taps it on the desk. And this little map of the hospital appears. They point to where a pulsing glyph hovers above the mess hall, which is up next to the wing where the sky barge crashed. The nurse says, "Okay, I've been doing some research and it turns out it wasn't just a crash. That barge was hauling experimental gear, and I just saw a bone saw walk past operating room 4. All right, healers, it's up to you to go to the mess hall where the crash site is and find out what's causing these arcane fluctuations before it kills us all. We'll hold the fort down here. Go, 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 go.
Bramble raises her hand. Doesn't move, just raises her hand.
You raise your hand. They go, yes.
Do we have 60 seconds to spare?
I suppose so.
Great.
And she casts augury.
Okay. You cast augury. What does that look like?
She's just like, she sings like a little grung song and does a little like rain dance, but there's no rain.
It's very wet. No problem. You do a little rain dance.
Amazing.
And so this is receiving an omen from an entity about the results of a specific course of action. So the specific course of action that we plan to take is to go to the mess hall and like investigate.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me pull up augury. Okay. So you do your little grung rain dance for the next 60 seconds. You all watch this. I'm
just
wet
like,
little
Be patient, everybody.
And as you suddenly outside, you hear and you see a couple of little bits of rain tap against the window, and you know that to be the sign for wheel. This is the correct thing to do. And then, just a second later, a bird strikes the window. And you know that to be the sign for woe. There will be both good and bad things ahead.
Well, I'm not
fuck
looking forward
Wodos?
to this, but at least some good will come of it.
I
Let
find a
us
slippery
go.
when wet sign and put it on the floor around this guy.
Excellent. You take this and just put it right down. You can see the nurse now goes, okay, you've had your 60 seconds. To the mess hall, please. Go, 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 go.
Thank you.
You and the rest of you walk normally to the mess hall. Moving through
Hippity hoppity.
hippity hoppity. Moving through twisted
Stompity
halls
stumpity.
that are choked with arcane smoke and burnt and twisted wreckage. The hippity hoppity does help you. You are able to clear some of this debris a little easier than others. But as you turn a corner and pass a shattered rune glass mural, you come face to face with a levitating IV stand embedded in the ceiling. You see tubes stretched like veins across the corridor, and it kind of twitches in the wall as you pass. Things are getting a little stranger as you
That's
progress
not-
further into this hospital.
That's not normal.
As you reach the final corridor that leads to the mess hall, a grand hallway that you can see like signage and stuff, slightly marred by the damage. There is smoke coming out and the ceiling is gone. You see sky kind of streaming in. There is no rain here. That was clearly a part of your spell. You see a yawning open wound of broken glass and smoking sky. You see the sky barge lodged halfway into the building in the room in front of you. You could see the stern still jutting into the open air, suspended at a crooked angle by tangled ley line cable and spark and almost like little elements of smoke just off of it. There are tables and chairs overturned here. There's floating trays of food still circling the room as you all kind of arrive within this space. You see a serving golem off in the corner, ladling an empty kind of bowl, nothing in the ladle, but just scooping it endlessly onto the floor. You hear them say, patient nutrients, patient nutrients, patient nutrients, as they do so. You can also hear metal on stone, and you hear this slick, wet sound. But because it's 7:45 and a good place for us to take a quick break,
You have to say excuse you when you fart.
as you see a wet element of flesh combined with surgical implements kind of sag up into their feet, this is where we'll take a break. And we will return rolling for initiative for something a little bit more combat oriented. Thank you for sticking with us. There will be a countdown on your screen, and we will be back at the end of it. We are back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break. If you did, if not, we are playing D&D, and you are a part of it now. As this
Can't
group
back out now.
of medical interns makes their way through a very eventful first day at the Critt, you have already saved several people's lives. In fact, 2 more than I had planned for. You have successfully made your way to the mess hall where this ship has crashed. The result, a huge arcane pulse that has caused chaos throughout this hospital. You had seen, as you made your way here, the hospital getting stranger and stranger as you arrived. Now you see from the wreckage and the debris, from the smoke and the chaos, these amalgamations of flesh and surgical steel stagger to their feet. You see one on top of the wreckage of the craft. You see some staggering out from the debris. And as you arrive in the mess hall, can I have everybody roll for initiative?
20.
Fuck.
I think your initiative is 6. Let's hear.
Okay.
Wow.
Anybody
11.
natural 20? Okay. Anybody 20 to 15?
17.
17 for Bramble.
Nope. For Saffron.
For Saffron. Okay. Anybody 15 to 10?
12.
11.
11, 12. So we have 12 for Bramble. We have 11 for Finnley. Anybody 10 to 5, sorry.
7.
7 for Ulysses.
Brother.
What about you, Moss?
4.
Moss. Bringing up
Balanced
the
numbers
It's
right
fine.
there.
Get the whole roll out now. It's fine.
Okay.
It's time to step your game up.
So the way that this is going to work out, we have Saffron starting us off, followed by Bramble, then Finnley, then the Surgical Reavers, then Ulysses, and then at the very end, Moss. Saffron, you see these creatures rise up from the elements of this debris. What do you want to do?
Oh, that doesn't look good. Now I know why they call it a mess hall. The Wildfire Spirit and I are both going to move 30 feet in.
Okay.
Nice.
Like there. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
Okay.
on one of them to help my companions.
Which one?
The one with the bow.
Okay, the one with the bow.
Alright, so
And that is a saving throw. I think it's a dex save.
it's a dex save, but it's also a large area.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
So never mind.
So you can basically target it, like place in such a way where we're going to hit multiple things.
This is a 20-foot cube if you want to use it.
Nice. I guess I can hit these 2 guys.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'll do those 2 guys, and they...
Those are good saves. That's
Yeah.
a 17 and a 19.
That's going to save.
Okay. Anything else? This fairy fire across the smoke. It shimmers in this place, but these creatures seem unaffected by it for this moment.
So that's me, and then
Okay.
my summon Wirefire Spirit is going to Flame Seed.
Ooh.
One target you can see hit. So it's going to just attack.
Okay.
Oh, 19? 15.
15. And it's which one is it attacking?
The one with the silver... This one? The other one on the left. That one.
That one. Okay, no problem. So you flare this fire towards them. The wildfire spirit lashes out, and it goes just a fraction wide.
Okay.
That is a miss. Anything else, Saffron?
I'm trying to see if my to hit has anything. How do I... Oh, your attack, your spellcraft one. So +4. So 15 plus 4.
That is a hit.
Cool.
That is a 19. So go ahead and roll damage for that.
Cool. It's 1d6 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 damage.
4 points of damage. And this is what kind of damage?
Fire?
The fire damage does the full amount that you would expect as it just across their body. They kind of lumber a step forward, seemingly almost unaffected by it. Anything else?
Nope, that's me and my goober.
There's you and your goober. That is Saffron. That brings us to Bramble. Finnley, you're on deck.
So, how many things can I do at once?
You can do an action, a bonus action, and then you can move.
It is my turn, though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, oh no, you're fine. I thought you were
For
about
planning
to say it.
purposes.
Yeah,
for planning
exactly.
purposes.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Bramble is gonna be like, this is not a good first day, and she's going to cast Bless. And let me see
Hashtag.
who's around me. I guess I'll bless the three in front of me.
Okay, that is going to be Finnley, Ulysses, and Moss.
So what that means is that you get an extra D4 to attack rolls and saving throws. So I'll tell you when you get to add it. That's the one.
Excellent.
All right, and then she is going to, with her move action, just go right over here, and she's kind of peeking out.
Okay. You peek out from around the door frame. You can see your allies now bolstered with this bless ability. That is your turn, Bramble. That brings us to Finnley. What do you want to do, Finnley?
Thunderwave.
So that will affect people who are immediately around you.
Okay, no, okay.
If you want, you can
Tavern
move.
brawler. I'm just gonna fist.
So you're just going to rush into
fisticuffs,
combat?
Rush into
Love
combat.
that.
That's supposed to be blessed.
Tavern brawler.
Why do you have tavern brawl?
Use-
And I also have push to remind you.
You do,
please.
but you because you are so far away,
Oh no.
it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You will need to dash to get close enough.
Yeah, do
So
it.
that is most of your turn. You do have, if you have a bonus action that you want to use, you can use that.
I believe Tavern Brawler lets you either grapple or shove as a bonus action.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Can I turn shove into push?
That's essentially what that is. So go ahead and roll, make an athletics check. Roll a 20-sided dice.
Did you build this character, Joe?
I did.
Tavern Brawler on a sorcerer is wild.
And with a 16, you see like sleek couture clothing rush across the space. They vanish for a moment into the smoke, but when they get out, you see Finnley sink down low. They slide and almost kick this creature's feet out from under it. And in that same moment, they drive an elbow into this creature's sternum. The steel bends beneath the flesh, and they are knocked prone. Finnley muscle sorcerers this person straight over. Fantastic. That is your turn, Finnley. You stand in the smoke, surrounded by these creatures who have scalpels for fingers and surgical trays for chests, but you are unbothered by that. That brings us to the
Scalpel
Reavers.
too. I mean,
You ain't special, bitch.
we all have scalpels. Whatever.
This creature will stand up. This one is going... Oh, man. Okay.
Oh man, are you squishy like a sorcerer though?
She sure is.
We're all
Okay,
healers,
we're all
right?
healers.
I hit that guy.
35, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They have to run to get there, and they're going to run, and they're going to try to dash and leap off, and we'll see if that pays off very poorly for them. Okay. No. Okay. So you see these creatures swarm out from the debris, Finnley. They rush towards you. You see these bodies of animated blades, bone saws, syringes, and metal claws. They make their way towards you. The first one that gets close to you, Finnley, is going to attack with these surgical blades attached to their hands. Does a natural 20 will certainly hit. So I'll set that aside for a second.
Compared to this number.
Does a 15 hit?
So it doesn't because it's lower than
Excellent. So as they reach out, the first one scratches across you, and you see the magic that you cast just moments ago ignite across your body, and their hand ricochets back. The second one, though, carves straight into that same space, and you feel your magical armor break as they strike through. Finnley, you are taking 13 points of slashing damage, plus 4 points of necrotic damage.
I'm dead.
And this creature
You're down.
just
You're not down. Yeah.
shreds, and you watch as Finnley knocks one creature over, another one rushes to the side and just levels Finnley, slashing across. With that, actually, because I only took a single one, they are going to dash.
We'll bring you back up. You're okay.
And here. And that is the surgical reaver's turn.
Good luck,
Does
Saffron.
Change my
I'm
turn.
fine.
That brings us to Ulysses. Ulysses, you see this sorcerer rush into combat and knock one of these creatures over. That's pretty cool. And then the sorcerer gets shredded. These creatures rush through the debris towards you. What would you like to do?
Ulysses holds his shield up, runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then, together, the interns will succeed! And then holds his shield up, and Saffron, is that you?
That's me.
Moss, and where is even your little grunt?
I'm hiding.
Nice.
Too far away. And you, you feel the inspiration of togetherness, and you get
Friendship.
5 extra hit points for the duration of 10 minutes.
Speaking of faith.
No, this is aid.
Aid. Very nice. Excellent.
Is it temp HP or you heal us?
Temp HP.
Whoa.
Oh,
Very
does
nice.
temp HP?
No.
Wait,
For
no,
example.
each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase 5 for
And
the
current
duration
hit
of...
points.
No, that's
Oh.
different. That's better.
different.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's much better.
Absolutely. So all of a sudden, not only do you
Oh,
to life, you are healthier than you were before, though you feel pretty bad in this space.
and then he raises his fist up, and I decided to cast it at a higher level, so that means you get 10 points.
Very nice.
An extra
For
10?
you, as you like kind of snap your eyes awake, you feel energy flow through you like you haven't before. 10 points of healing is almost all your health. Yeah. That's overwhelming amount. Anything else, Ulysses? As you hold the shield up, Ulysses, you yell this out, and the smoke just clears away from the room in a sphere around you, almost respecting the togetherness of the interns. Anything else, Ulysses?
The bomb.
Nope, that's everything I can do.
Alrighty, that brings us to you, Moss.
Okay. So, my initial plans have changed a bit because now this guy is right here. And I did not want him to be right here. So, I just want to see how this works. Okay, paralyzed. Excellent. Okay, Moss is just gonna look directly to the eyes of the strange creature in front and say, "Stay," and cast Hold Person on them.
Okay. Hold person.
Hold Person. So choose a humanoid you can see within range.
This is a construct.
Damn.
And so
Okay.
as you say this creature, you expect it to stop short in front of you, and it keeps running. Anything else?
Dang. So that not working. And everything else I have basically is an action. So I will instead go like, I'm going to faint. No. Oh. I will invoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay. That's a feature.
Yes. To attempt to move. There's no great, but actually, it won't. I'll just shuffle around to the other side, so it's not attack.
So as you
Invoke
cross
attack.
by and you provoke this attack of opportunity, you expect to be slashed by these surgical blades, but instead you hear this as the flesh peels aside, and this injector is kind of protruded out,
I
and
hate
it
that.
fires. They use the grapple injector. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Sure. I'm gonna put myself over here. Dexterity. No.
Ooh, Moss, you are taking 12 points of necrotic damage as this zing, straight into your flesh. You feel fluid injected inside of you as you take the that necrotic damage. You are grappled by this kind of thing. You can see the syringe still within you. You can repeat this save at the end of any of your turns, ending this on a success. They have you grappled. Your movement is you're no longer able to pull away.
So we are.
You attempt to run by.
I attempt to run by. Okay. So that was my. I don't really have any bonus actions. Oh.
What you doing?
I do have a bonus action, but it's useless. So I will just be here and be like, I stay.
Calmly, you stay. That is Moss. That brings us to the top of initiative to Saffron and the Wildfire Spirit.
Nice. Saffron, unfazed by these creatures in her face. Super calm, cool, and collected, unlike Ariana. So Saffron's turn is she's going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
So can I do a 15-foot cone wall? Sorry. I think I can hit. Can I hit these two guys?
You definitely can, yeah.
Cool. Burning Hands. Hold on, I was looking up healing word, but fuck that, right? Somebody else got
The best defense is a good offense.
literally. So I need those two goobers to make a deck save, please.
That is going to be a 3 and a 22.
So the 3 will fail. So he's gonna take full damage.
Absolutely.
And then because this is a fire thing, I get to add a D8 and add some bonus damage to this. So 6, so 10, 15. Ooh, 8. Look at these max dice.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
18 plus 5 is
yummy.
23.
23 plus.
Damn, girl. Okay.
That's
a great roll.
That's it.
23?
Yeah. So one
That's
takes full and one takes half.
Tremendous amounts of damage. The one that takes full, the one that Finnley already hit, while they didn't take a tremendous amount of damage from Finnley, they do from you. And at the end of that, they look rough. They look in bad shape.
Cool.
The one that takes half that damage, they are looking hurt.
Nice. My bonus action is to give the Wildfire Spirit a turn,
Okay.
which is how the mechanic works.
Yep.
If I don't say that, that's what's happening. And we're going to use fiery teleportation. And so me and the Wildfire Spirit are going to zip, zop, zoop, hippity hop out of here.
Nice.
To move to an unoccupied space. But each creature within 5 feet of the space that the spirit left must succeed on a dexterity saving throw against my spell save DC or take 1d6 plus damage.
That's
What
pretty
the
perfect.
fucking overpowered character is this?
a really cool build.
Yeah.
It's
The
all...
highest roll was a 13. So I believe all 3 fail.
Yes. So 15 feet. I guess I'll go.
That's
to
phenomenal.
So then that is 1d6 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is 8.
Yep.
So they take 8 damage.
Very nice. And that creature is on its last legs, but still up.
Cool. And then I'm going to hover over Finnley. So we're like generally there.
Excellent. You are generally there. And that brings us to Bramble.
All right. Bramble was very inspired by Captain Ulysses' speech.
Cactus!
I'm not going to call you that, but thank you, Dad.
You're just shouting your name.
Yeah. Cactus!
Like a Pokemon.
Step out here.
Uses!
And she's
Inspire!
like, I can do this and stuff. And she's going to go ahead and cast a little spiritual weapon.
I'm imagining the grung peeking out from the edge, huge, like, black grung eyes.
Boba eyes.
It's just chaos out here. There are just these creatures, amalgamations of twisted flesh and steel. There's fire, there's debris, there's fairy fire raining down still in the distance.
Oh,
and
wait.
You are just a cute little frog.
I am. I'm so cute. I'm taking back spiritual weapon. I have a question about the gloves.
Sure.
So the mage hand that I can create can pass through solid objects. Can it grab hold of something and pass back out?
It sure can.
Dope. Okay. Not spiritual weapon. So you've still got a syringe in you?
Yep.
All right.
In you.
Yeah, it's
yup.
fine.
And so
I think I have more health than multiple people combined somehow.
she's gonna toddle up
Herballs.
here. Just, because she's got hit points and she's brave. She's a big brave dog now. And flanking is good. And then she's going to use her gloves of etheric palpation. Reach that mage hand around into the part of Moss's body where the syringe is and go ahead and just pull that on right out.
So you rush over, you squeeze this hand, and as you do, magic flows from your palm. And as you open it, this hand just extends out ethereally. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. As you reach inside of Moss.
Oh no. Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Oh no, 9?
9. You successfully pull this out. Roll 2d6.
I'm so sorry, Alanna. Low numbies. 6.
You take 6 points of piercing damage, though hard to call it piercing as this is piercing out of you. You put the hand in. The hand is ethereal. It moves through easily.
Hurts
The
so
object less so. You kind of grab it with the less dexterous mage hand. You turn the sort of needle sideways and then just yank it straight out. There was some trauma with
why
that
would you
removal,
turn it
but you are
like
no
that?
longer grappled.
Nice.
Ever felt kidney stones?
Yeah, very similar, except a little bit more of an express route.
And that was an action, right?
Yes.
Looking around. Well, yeah, and then as a bonus. So, sorry. Does that count as a spell?
No.
And if so, okay.
Magical item.
So, gonna just cast Healing Word on Moss.
Very
Sorry.
A single word of
And that's
apology.
gonna be the healing word is sorry. And that's gonna be max healing for 8 points of healing.
Can your thing do a thing? Can you do a thing with the thing?
Do it.
Even though you're dead?
Do it.
So
She's not
I don't
dead
need it.
anymore.
only
I
if
don't
you
need it.
wanted
She's
to.
actually she got brought back up and has quite a few hit points.
Only if you wanted to, but
Yeah, I'm back.
it's only to re-roll healing dice.
So this we don't want to re-roll because I got
Yeah.
the best possible
Right.
outcome.
And I am fine.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah.
As you
But
would.
good. It's good to keep.
Fine.
It's when you hear stuff that might be effective. Always ask.
Always
definitely.
ask. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Bramble.
got her little-
You reach
her little
into
drunk
Moss's
fist.
chest, and you as an intern on your first day perform open heart surgery on Moss. Fantastic. That is your
And
turn,
then stitch her
Bramble.
back up again.
Yeah.
Patient more than once.
That brings us to
Talk about a
Finnley.
victim complex.
Finnley, you are on the ground. You would need to use half your movement to stand up. You can stay on the ground if you wish. There is one of these creatures who is currently looking over your body. They don't seem aware of the fact that you were awake yet. What do you want to do?
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so the sorcerer's burst is like around, but firebolt that's like at.
Yeah.
Firebolt
Both
at
are
his
both are
ass.
at.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorcerer burst at his ass.
Fantastic. And so roll a 20-sided dice.
13 plus.
I believe plus 4.
+6, actually.
6. Very nice. A 19, that is a hit. So what kind of damage are you choosing to do? Acid damage.
Nice.
Fantastic. In this moment, you stand up, you look up, and you thrust your hand out at this creature who does not know that you are awake. There is a burst of acid that leaps from your fingertips and strikes this creature. I believe that's 1d8.
It's 2d8
2d8.
because level
Oh,
6.
very
So
nice.
grab your d8 and then here's a second one. And roll those both and the total is how much damage you do. I picked my most acidic die for you.
14.
14 points of acid
Nice.
damage.
Wow.
You reach out and you cast Sorcerer's Burst, and there is just a of acid that bursts into this creature, does the full amount that you would expect it to, and that hurts it pretty bad. Anything else, Finnley?
Oh, can I do the healing? But is that going to be to them too, or just
The empowered healing?
yeah?
It doesn't affect right now.
It's more of a passive thing.
Yeah.
You're giving like extra help.
So that is your turn. You damage this creature, and it looks down at you. It is now aware of you being back awake. That is your turn, Finnley. That brings us to the Reavers. So, this heron gun just disappeared and burned all these people.
Yeah.
Luckily, they're not super smart.
Nice. No. Oh no. No.
Okay.
She does not deserve this.
So we'll start with you, Finnley. This creature looks down at you. You are still prone. As a bonus action, it is going to use its serrated tools. Suddenly, these surgical blades, and then they begin to whir like drills. And they are going to now attack you twice with these surgical blades at advantage. Still rolling pretty garbage, though. That is going to be a 14 to hit, which I believe is a miss.
Correct. Can I tell them I don't like that?
You say, I don't like that. They go, and they slash again for a 21, which is a hit, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are taking max damage, 15 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god, you go down again, don't you?
And
I do.
And you are just slashed down again. It was a big sorcerer's burst of energy, but you paid for it. Flashing across the battlefield over to you, Ulysses, this creature is going to attack you twice. First attack is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
That is going to be 10 points of slashing
Oh,
damage.
fuck, dude. Huh.
The second attack
Who
is
heals
going
the
to
healer?
be 21
literally
to
all
hit.
the other healers.
What?
21 to hit.
Oh, yeah?
That is only 9 points of slashing damage. But they just carve in. You use the shield to block what you can, but they dig deep. That is the Reaver there. There's 2 more around the Grung.
Hello.
For you, Bramble, you are going to be taking a couple of attacks. For the first one, that is going to be a 25 to hit.
Yes, but importantly,
Yes.
does the hit hit my skin?
You have taken great care to cover every
That's
part of
true.
your body, and so it does, but not in a way that would matter. Also, these are constructs who are immune to
true.
poison.
Okay. Yeah.
So you are taking only 6 points of slashing damage from the first. The second strike is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yep.
That is going to be 15 points of slashing damage.
That's too many.
And then the second one is going to attack. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
No.
And then the final attack, that is going to be a 25 to hit.
Oh, man.
And that is going to be another 15 points of slashing.
Oh,
Bramble's
my.
not looking so good.
Bramble, you go in, you're like, I'm brave, I can do this. You walk in and immediately are just cut to ribbons after performing open heart surgery, though, which is pretty cool.
Been a weird day for Bramble.
It has been a weird day. The final Reaver, kind of up here against you, Moss, looks at the healing wound and tries to carve into it. The first attack is only going to be a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that certainly hits.
That is going
I'm
to
a
be
wizard of wizard AC.
10
No.
points of slashing damage.
Oh, my God.
The second attack is going to be a 20 to hit, which will hit.
I will.
And that is going to be an additional 8 points of slashing damage. That is all of the surgical Reavers as they carve through your group. If only there was a healer around. I know. That brings us to Ulysses. Ulysses, this creature carves into you. What do you want to do?
A lot of things. His pride damaged. He's going to first attack, swing up his shield and try to knock him in the
Absolutely. Make an attack roll.
And I guess if I hit, we'll find out. Well, do I have to say it? So, Sacred Weapon, you see as he goes to swing up his shield, it starts to glow with radiant light. And then I get a +1 to my attack rolls
go.
because Sacred Weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. 23, 4.
Yeah, that's a hit.
24.
Both of those are hits.
Okay. All right. So first attack, I'm gonna resolve the damage. 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 8 points of damage. First attack. Second attack. Comes back down on his head with the shield. Well.
Bitch, you thought this was for protection?
Yeah, no, this is a full-ass weapon. Let's see.
Slapped in Blamerica. Legally distinct.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay, gonna re-roll that one.
Okay.
Once per day. Worse, so that's fine. Divine Smite. One last try. And then he. I guess
Divine
we want.
Smite, I think you have to do that
You do it
with
on
an attack.
Or what?
You do it when you hit.
It's for
Oh, when
So
I
you could
hit.
add that onto the first hit.
Yeah, I'll add that on. to the
Okay,
first
so
one.
roll smite damage for that.
Alright, so that's just straight damage. So what's your...
Oh well, what's the thing I had? Divine Strike. Nope, that doesn't make sense. All right, well it's I'll tell you. It's 2d8 + 2.
Nice.
12 points of damage.
There you go.
For the
For a
divine
grand
summon.
total of 20 points of damage from a single strike, you uppercut them with the shield, and you knock them back so far, your next strike just misses. Straight into the ground where they were before. They back straight towards you, but that is your turn.
Movement. Movement. I'm going to get closer to my friends.
Okay.
There we go.
You do-si-do with this creature, kind of swinging into the space between all of these. You are back to back now with Bramble. That brings us to Moss.
Okay. Questions.
Yes.
Several questions. Which one was the one that was hurt very badly by Saffron?
The worst hurt one is standing kind of adjacent to Bramble.
One of these guys?
Yeah, that one right there.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. And my other question is, does haste take effect the turn that it gets
does.
cast? Okay, cool. So, first things first. Moss is gonna cast haste on herself.
Okay. Fantastic. You are a slow creature, but as you cast haste, you just match everybody else. Now speaking a normal sort of rhythm.
Okay, and so that was my first action. So for my second action, I'm going to attack the one directly in front of me.
Go for it. Make your attack roll.
And this is going to be with the scalpel I picked up.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn it!
Oh,
It was a natural 20, and then went over to a 2.
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
Nat, damn it.
damn it. So
is
that
gonna be a
definitely
miss.
missed.
Yeah, certainly a miss.
Yeah. So that did not work, but those were my 2 actions. All of my bonus actions are relatively poop. But what I will do is I will move.
Okay. Where are you moving?
We are gonna hasty step away.
Relative poop is the name of my scob, yeah.
And that still provokes attacks of opportunity, I believe.
It sure does, but I think I'll go this way. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you attack, that one does lunge out at you as you move, but with a natural 1, they miss, and you clear easily.
Okay, so I will go over here. I will sidestep this way because I have 60 feet of movement now because it gets doubled.
I believe so.
Yeah. And then for my bonus action, I will use my bonus action invisibility.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, literally Drax
There
just
is
like
a big puff of smoke, and as you pass through it, you just disappear.
I basically go behind this pillar and be like, no one can see Moss.
Excellent. You close your eyes, you become Moss. That is your turn.
Are the blessed people adding +4s to their things?
No.
Shoot, no.
That's an important thing to do.
I also rolled a 2.
Plus
Yeah,
4 for how long?
I don't know.
It's a D4
For a minute.
for as long as I
Sorry.
concentrate. Yeah, for a minute.
So at the top of the round is Saffron. You can see many of these creatures looking badly hurt now. There is one that is a little less hurt than the others, the one that is kind of behind Bramble. But what are you all doing?
Ooh.
Sorry, Saffron, what are you doing?
Saffron's gonna be a BAMF, hopefully. And Saffron is going to just borrow some flames from her little goober. That's my new word. Sorry. And just pull it into her hands, and then cast it out and cast Scorching Ray at the 3rd level, please.
Phenomenal.
I create 4 rays,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna spread my damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all those goobers.
Excellent.
I make a ranged spell attack for each.
Ah, very cool.
So, first one, 18 plus
That is a hit.
7. 8 plus 7 is 15.
That is a miss.
Miss. Oh, shoot. 1 hit.
Unfortunate.
But that's okay because the one that hits gets 2d6 plus because it's fire.
Mm-hmm.
I get my little d8. So one of these guys gets a bunch of damage. 6 plus 7. So 7 plus 7 is 14.
14 points of damage.
14 points of fire damage.
With 14 points of fire damage, it up around this creature. You can see the metal beginning to heat up. You can see the skin beginning to bubble. Parts fall off this creature. They're almost dead, but they are still up. They have perhaps 1 hit point left.
Great. Then I'm going to follow that up with my bonus action with my Wildfire Spirit, who's going to then do the same thing and flame seed it.
There you go. Make your attack roll.
Damn, what in the stand? It's not gonna hit, I don't think. 7 plus 4 is 13.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Dang.
This creature still
11, but-
holding on. But you unleash the fire on this being. Anything else?
Are you fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Well,
Yeah.
too late to do anything about that now.
That brings us to Bramble.
I'm standing next to you.
Misty step. I forgot to use
I'm
my
chilling.
cloak that
I'm
would have let me
chilling.
not
I'm
get
fine.
hit.
You pull
fine.
this cloak kind of across your body, and as you do,
It's just regular Misty Step. The cloak only activates when you get hit. Would have been helpful.
oh, you're casting regular Misty Step. Gotcha.
Oh, brother. I'm in
and
trouble.
I'm gonna and sing. You're like down, right? Yeah. Okay. She's gonna Misty Step out and then use movement to get the rest of the way. And unfortunately, I cannot heal you, but I will cast Spare the Dying so that you don't have to make death saves.
Very
Good berries in my
nice.
pocket.
That's all I got. Yeah, and then bravely standing uncomfortably close to the fiery spirit.
Absolutely. It is hot here. There are undead creatures kind of just lumbering around.
And then maybe let's see. I think she's just gonna take a step back also
There you
from the
go.
fiery creature.
That's probably a good idea. You take that step back, you can feel your skin beginning to dry out, and that's not good for Grung. That brings us to Finnley. Finnley, without still being down, you do not need to make any death saving throws. You are stabilized but unconscious on the ground. And that brings us to the Reavers.
Someone.
Good luck, Captus. I pray for you to torn.
Finley to deal with the
so sorry.
That's okay.
They will turn around and kind of slide here.
Hit points, right?
Fuck no.
Damn, that sucks.
I've got 6 left, baby.
Well,
You have a
Oh,
decent
goodbye.
Captain Ulysses, you pull up the shield and you say, "Interns, we'll stand together." And you look around,
And no one's there, you bitches!
Oh no, sorry.
The only person who's even vaguely close to you, you see Bramble. Everybody else is either unconscious or invisible. And so you are truly alone, surrounded by these creatures.
What happened, soldiers?
First, one leaps over you, Finley, and it strikes at you,
No, I'm
Bramble.
fine. Even.
Bramble, one of these is going to be a 16 to hit.
me, 16. No.
Okay. Sorry, not Bramble. I keep getting them confused because they're both, to me, vaguely food-related
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Saffron.
What? Sorry, what was
Does a
the
16 hit?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Does a 12 hit?
It meets it, beats it.
Okay, so you take 2 strikes from these individuals. Where did my d12 go? The first attack is going to deal only 5 points of slashing damage to you, and the second one deals only 4 points of slashing damage, as you take almost minimum damage from both of these attacks. This creature just hisses at you in this space, kind of shying away from the wildfire spirit.
Cool.
Ulysses.
Yeah.
These are all at advantage.
No.
Oh, they're all flanking each other. Oh no.
You were taking 8 attacks at advantage. The first one is going to be a natural 20. The second one is going to be a natural 20. So let me just roll damage on those. The first one is going to be only 9 points of slashing damage.
So
You are carved down as one of this horde just attacks you. And
I think I might permanently
I'm
die.
going to action dash
No,
to
they're not
get
going
over to...
I'm invisible.
How do they
You
even
are
know?
invisible. You are
Yeah.
invisible.
Uh-oh.
My wildfire
Bramble's in
spirit
trouble.
is a being that can actually take damage.
It is, but and they have to stay there for the flanking, and so that is what they do. For you, Bramble, you do take 2 attacks.
Yep.
One has to dash to get to you, the other one does not. They are not flanking you. One of these is going to be a 13 to hit.
No, but does it matter if the attack hits with
No.
using the... Okay, so now I'm going to use the Cloak of Emergency Exit and go ahead and Misty Step on out of there
As
as a
the
reaction.
second one attacks you, you pull the cloak across your face and away. Fantastic. These creatures now closed around this empty space. For you, Saffron, suddenly these creatures are all turning to look at you. You feel a little bit more alone than you did in the past. And that brings us to Ulysses. Ulysses, make it a saving throw.
How do I do this again? It's different than
20-sided
Starfinder.
dice,
20.
and anything above an 11 is a success. 1 to 10 is a failure.
9.
Mark off 1 failure.
Okay.
That brings us to Moss.
Okay, so it has been approximately however many seconds the invisibility naturally wears off. It doesn't last very long. But you looks out here. Okay, so the ones that are the most damaged are this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then which one of this one?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so Moss is going to cast Magic Missile at 3rd level.
Phenomenal.
And
Yeah,
go
absolutely.
1, 2, and then 3, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's 1d4 plus 1 damage, and it automatically hits unless they have an arcane shield.
So one of them, I will say, has only 1 hit point left. They die.
Which one?
The one that is in base contact with the fallen... no, other one. Yeah, that guy.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so the other 2. Wait, so it's a grand total of. So it's. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 5 darts.
Okay.
So there are 2 more to the other. So 1 to the one that immediately died, and the other ones will just split evenly between the other 2. So 1 takes 7 damage. So one in front of Saffron takes 7 damage.
Okay.
And then this one here takes another 7 damage.
Another 7 damage. And that one, as it is struck by this magic missile, is also just pierced straight through, and it clatters down into constituent components.
Okay. So,
This magic missile does take out 2 of these creatures, and suddenly the tides turn slightly.
okay. Now, I will take me and my hasted self.
The one standing toe-to-toe with Saffron is the worst damaged of this group right now.
Sorry, speed is double, so it's 30. I can make it. I'm gonna be standing here.
Okay. You present that flanking opportunity.
And I will attack with the scalpel.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Oh my god, what does it
Rush
do?
up.
It just is a scalpel.
You're just gonna shank a bitch.
Yeah. Okay. So this is better. Hold on.
As a wizard, hand-to-hand combat, not exactly your forte.
No, it's super not.
But you saw Finnley dash in. Finnley was not a warrior, and they did okay.
Until
It does an 18 hit.
An 18 does hit.
Yay!
And so with the inspiration from Finnley, you dash forwards and you stab this creature in the back with a scalpel.
Okay. And thank goodness, because it would have been very sad. How do I miss every time? How do I
It's not
keep
sync
missing?
dependent either.
That is a total of 7 points.
You need a funnel on your
stabbing
dice
So
tower.
damage.
as your magic missile flies across the room, 5 individual darts just twisting over the space, going through debris, through smoke, amongst your allies and through some of these enemies. 2 of these guys fall, and you rush across the space with the scalpel, and you almost trip and just thrust it straight through their chest. Saffron, you see the edges of Moss's fingers just through with the scalpel as this creature just falls apart.
Oh, so that one's dead?
That
Nice.
one is dead.
Nice.
Damn. Moss just looks up at Saffron and goes, "Moss, help."
Moss does help. And that brings us to the top of the order and to you, Saffron.
Good moss.
Someone's gonna move.
Saffron's more of a damaging druid and not so much a healing druid. So step over here.
So we all decided to be attackers instead of healers.
Moss is a surgeon. Okay. Moss came here for pediatric trauma surgery.
Contain multitude.
Would a 15-foot cone hit the scuba?
It would, yeah.
How dead are you? Did you fail your last save?
Yeah, I failed my last save.
Aw, damn, I
Got
can't.
2 left, yeah. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
All right.
That'd be
Goodbye.
instant.
Then I'm gonna just produce flames.
That works.
To that guy
Absolutely.
in front of me.
Is it a dex save or is it an attack roll?
I make it. 14 plus 7 is
That is going to be a hit.
great, and then it's 2d8 because of my thing. 8 damage.
8 points of damage. This creature's still up, but in really bad shape now.
All right, I'm just gonna follow that up real quickly with the flames seed from my other guy.
Absolutely.
Oh, same roll. Oh wait, hold on. 14 plus 4 is 18,
That is still a hit.
and then this is a d6. 3 plus 3, 6 damage, please.
And with this, your creature almost reaching through your strike to have a second one land, you are able to this creature into almost nothing as they just scatter across the floor.
Nice.
There is only one of these creatures left. It is currently over the body of Ulysses. Anything else, Saffron?
No, I've done enough.
Bramble. From this position where you are, you can see Moss just stitching the space with arcane energy that slays these enemies. They scalpel one down. There's only one of these creatures left. What do you want to do?
Healing word.
Oh,
All right, let's go ahead and bring Dad back up. So that's gonna be 6 points of healing to you, sir. And then that was my bonus action. With my action, I will cast Toll the Dead on the last guy. So that's gonna be a Wisdom save, DC 15.
That is a 14.
Nice.
Very
All
nice.
right, that's gonna be 2d8 of necrotic damage. Woohoo! All right, 13 points of necrotic.
And that seems almost half as effective as
Damn.
you would imagine. But this creature's still up, badly hurt as this bell, whoa, 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 and you can see the metal bits just vibrating along with the resonance.
All right, free action. She's gonna be like, necrotic doesn't work very well, and then she's going to move back.
Okay,
'cause she
you
has
move back.
3 hit points.
As you get closer to that golem, you can hear patience, nutrients,
Oh, the
patience, as they just
ladle.
continue to ladle nothing into the space. That
this
is
guy
your
here.
turn, Bramble. That brings us to Finnley. Finnley, you are still unconscious. But at least,
Sorry.
Can I mutter a little command?
yes, but it doesn't do anything.
But I've got my big old herring on. What do I hear?
You hear the Reavers taking their turn. Only one of these creatures is up. It is going to just rush across the space over to this Harangon, and Ari, it's going to take 2 attacks against you.
Yeah.
No.
wait, do I get an attack of opportunity now that I'm up?
You are up, right?
Yeah.
You are
are
at disadvantage.
alive.
You can absolutely take an attack of
You
opportunity.
should go for it. You never know.
It's disadvantage because you're prone.
But you're blessed, weren't you?
Am I still blessed at
I
this
think it
point?
goes
Yep.
away when.
I believe you are.
Okay.
Because
Your concentration.
yeah.
So
I'll double
16
check
then.
after. But
Yeah,
16? 16 is a pizza.
Meeta pizza.
So as this creature runs across, you take your shield and you just slam it into their ankles. Go ahead and roll damage.
Good luck.
I usually play blasters.
All right, I'm gonna use what is it called to re-roll my damage? I don't know what it is, but I rolled badly on that one.
Great Weapon Master.
Yes. That still wasn't that good. 8, 9, 10.
10 points.
10
of
points of damage to their ankles.
Ulysses. While laying on the ground,
my
tell us
God.
how it happens.
What he does is he does a breakdancing move. Spins with the shield. Actually, you know when they spin on their back?
Yeah.
He's using the shield to protect his back as he spins on the ground.
Oh,
And
turret
actually
power.
takes the
Yes.
edge of his boots and he kicks out the back of the knees. And then
Phenomenal.
kicks into the head.
As they fall, you kick the back of the knees, the legs just explode out into shattered implements. They on the way down, and you just kick them in the head. They fall to pieces on the floor in this space. And you are all in the mess hall, relatively alone. You can see in this space as well, past this golem, as the last of the surgical construct spasms and collapses, its tools just clattering to the floor in a heap of twitching blades. You see a trail of surgical scars, thin and shimmering like silver thread carved through the walls, drifting across the ceiling and vanishing down into that shaft ahead of you.
No.
Like the
Right there.
yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
While Moss is still hasted,
Yeah.
she'll quickly turn and cast Cure Wounds upon Finnley.
Okay. Finnley, you suddenly burst to life. And lo and behold, you did it. You
I did it, guys.
succeeded at rescuing everybody. The battle is over.
I'm
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
take selfies.
Okay.
I immediately just start taking selfies.
So again, there is no phones or anything here,
Oh,
but
right.
you kind
You
of
sketch.
just you take some quick pictures, just play drawing.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Absolutely, little grung hand upon little grung chest.
Oh, lay on hands. Myself.
I will drop.
It's like
haste
in this
while I
moment
last
you all
round.
remember. Wait, we're the doctors, and
Yeah.
you heal
Can I
yourself.
cure wounds on everyone else once I'm up to?
So you have to use your spells to do that. You can. I would ask.
Yeah,
if
who wants to
people
waste a
need
spell
the
slot on
help.
me?
I definitely need the help because I rolled minimum healing.
Do it.
And I
I
So
do
did
yeah.
it.
very
So
low.
mark off a first. Or what level spell do you want to cast that at?
So the higher spell level you use, the better the healing is.
If I do a prayer of healing, is that like
You would need to take a 10-minute break to do that. But you can.
We
If
can.
you could ask the
multiple
group.
people?
Yeah.
Multiple
Yeah.
people? Okay,
I
I do prayer of healing.
All right, so we lay in this mess hall full of messy dead bodies.
So
10 minutes.
for you,
I'm
Finley,
gonna pass around. Can I pass around?
yeah, you explain how it works.
Okay, I'm gonna pass around orange slices.
Amazing.
I love that.
Hot couture.
Good
You see this
job,
person
team.
in like incredibly stylish clothing. Somehow no dust has fallen on them in this kind of space. They get up, they reach into their robes. You expect a weapon perhaps because this person did just engage in hand-to-hand combat with these creatures. And they pull out a small wooden bowl with a fitted lid that upon being removed reveals orange slices.
And how much does this orange slice heal?
Everything.
A shocking amount.
What? Wait, I
So
have
prayer of healing.
It's a really good spell.
Boosted our stuff.
yeah for 10 minutes.
Oh wait, so my hit point maximum is not permanently
No, it
60?
doesn't.
No, I think it is.
No, it does
Eight?
not.
No,
It's not.
How long's
I
aid
believe
last?
I believe 8 is for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really long.
So for all of you, here I'll roll this, or actually roll 2d8, and then add your spellcasting modifier, and that is much healing as everybody
8
gets.
hours.
Very nice. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
my duration is 8 hours.
Damn.
9.
Yeah.
9.
9.
Plus your spellcasting modifier, so plus 4, I believe, is a total of 13. So 13 hit
Plus
points.
6. No.
Oh, sorry, no.
No.
Modifier.
Sorry.
Charisma.
13. So 13 points of healing for everybody as Finley gives you some orange slices, and each bite is 13 times as good as a good berry.
Oh my god. This is I never had a one shot where I'm ending with more HP than I started. But
You
like,
bite into the best berries, and you all gain a little bit of health back.
you know what? I'm gonna eat some good berries just to top myself off. I'm
Okay.
at 60 hit points.
Very nice.
Fuck!
I had 45 to start.
Oh,
Oh wait,
man.
so plus 10,
55,
so 55.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm at 55.
All right, who's
While
got
we're hanging
regenerative heals so I don't have to use my lay
I
on
have
hand
one
full?
left. Good
All right,
berry.
then save it.
No, it's one good berry. Oh, it's one
It's
HP.
one good berry.
Oh, it's 1 HP.
one
Yeah,
berry.
each good
Well,
berry
save
is
it
one.
for someone who dies.
That's
So
true.
let's say Ulysses doesn't even get up off the ground.
Just
Just
lay
lays
there.
there dramatically
While
and puts
we're,
his hand over his chest, and you see the light of his gloves light up, and he reaches towards the sky, and he lays on hands himself like a
Very nice.
narcissist that he is.
Can I use my stethoscope of sympathetic vibrations to look at the arcane scars that are in the air?
You sure can. So you take this stethoscope, you put it in your ears, you take
Oh, but
this...
my ears are up here.
Oh, put it in your ears.
My ears
Take
are up
this
here,
thing
Joe.
And you hold it out. And as you do, you examine these scars and you hear within You expect there to be like anguish or pain or something like that, but it is just a cold and calculated scar. These scars are not scars born of rage. Though they look a little bit random to you, these are corrections.
Surgical stamps.
And you get the sense that whatever creature or thing made these marks did so to correct this place.
Facial surgery. Can I reanimate
and you see
the
those
dead
scars.
and have them start cleaning up?
You want to cast Animate Dead?
Yeah.
So, Finnley, you get up after handing out your orange laces as Saffron is kind
I don't
of
wanna
examining this area. And Saffron, you can see down this hallway, there is a massive set of golden double doors engraved with the Healer's Oath in multiple languages, just again and again and again, cracked open.
Damn.
Do no harm.
You
Don't
see
kill people.
surgical glyphs kind of like pulsing in the corners of it. It looks grown, almost like a tumor. Something is wrong within this space. But for you, Finnley, you cast Animate Dead over one of these piles of
Call me
amalgamation. And you can see suddenly one of the scalpels lifts like a finger and then falls off. And a totally random just guy who is crushed to death in this kind of rubble rises up as a zombie.
What's up?
They just kind of wave to you. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab a zombie.
Oh!
Did you just summon a
I'm
pet?
gonna use Channel Divinity to get a spell slot back just for the record while this is happening.
Everyone's healed, right? Do I need to do
we're
more
good.
healing?
I think.
Okay.
Wait, is that what
Yeah.
Channel
Just
Divinity
organic.
does? Is you get a spell slot back?
I'm a knowledge cleric, so
fuck.
that's one way that I can use it.
They
Nope.
push bits of rubble off themselves and just kind of stand there, just waiting for your command. You have a zombie at your command, and they will certainly help. You can see this hallway now, almost kind of beckoning to you.
We have to go this way
Why?
because we need to find the solution to the scars here. And, I think whatever this being is that caused this, it's not so much tragedy as it was targeted. Maybe it's both. Shall we?
Oh, right, we're at work. Yes.
Hippity hoppity. Let's
Well
go.
done, team.
Bramble does an experimental little hop, and then she's like, "No, I'm just gonna walk."
That's the spirit.
We must find the source.
And you walk down this hallway, and for you, monks,
Are you high? Because doing drugs is illegal in this nation.
I don't think that's true.
Which-
That's not very
Kingdom of
yes
Serentyl,
and you.
actually.
I've seen a lot of weird shit.
There is, I believe, it's called Stargrass here, and it is legalized. But neither here
It's
nor there.
against my own personal beliefs, therefore. Sorry.
Therefore, nobody can do it.
Oh no.
You push these doors just a
Having
little
such a
bit
good
more ajar. They creak, and you enter into this
This is
space
Blamerica.
with beautiful, glimmering floors. At one point, you can see a huge arcane core that stands almost 20 feet tall. It's huge and glimmering bronze, but it has been badly damaged in the sort of ensuing elements of what has happened in this room. And you can see now, like, almost liquid metal pours from the center of this core. And all around it, there are these strange kind of protrusions of magical energy that have formed almost crystals in a ring around it. Attached to these crystals, you see an odd sort of entity. It looks mechanical in ways, kind of bound to bits of flesh. The beings that you saw in this previous room, very almost zombie-like. The metal in this creature is bent into bone-like shapes that are sleek and almost futuristic looking. It looks unlike anything any of you have ever seen. This is an amalgamation of machine and biology and magic. And they seem to be attached or communing with this core.
Can I insight if that the feeling of targeted intentional nature of the scar is emanating from this guy?
All of the scars that you follow seem to be leading to this individual. You can see all across the room. It is like they stand in a place where they all converge, almost without a check even needed. This is the source of all of these things. Yes.
I'd like to use my other channel divinity slot to use this channel divinity that I have called Read Thoughts.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and choose that creature. And that's gonna be a wisdom save, DC 15.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Hope this works. 'Cause it's a
Wisdom 15.
Yep.
That is an 11.
Woohoo! All right. I can read its surface thoughts for 1 minute, and then I can do something else too. But let's resolve that first.
As you cast this spell, suddenly you feel this cold alien voice creep across your mind, and it says, "Just another moment. A single pulse will rewrite everything."
Okay, so the second part of this is I can cast suggestion without expending a spell slot,
Yeah.
which I will do, and I'm going to say, "Stop what you're doing!" DC 15.
What kind of save?
It's wisdom, I think.
That is a 15.
Me to
Needs
beat.
it. It was worth a try!
The metal head shifts free from the body, just floating in a circle around. There are no eyes, but the shape of it suggests a face that now peers at you. And in your mind, you hear that same voice. "Ah, welcome, junior healers. The wounds of life are deep. Let us begin your correction." Let me bring out a visual perspective.
Yeah.
And then,
Another
because it's
one.
9 o'clock, we'll take another quick break. And then we have a final surgical encounter.
Surgical encounter. Whoa! Hey!
Man
Cardboard is...
down.
Oh, Melora.
Oh, no. Oh, Melora.
I mean,
This
Todd.
guy was almost, on Friday, he was real mean and almost kind of tore us to bits, so don't love him.
But today?
But today,
But today,
they
he's
were
just
just a
chopping.
soup boy.
He's the soup boy. Does your zombie follow you with us?
Probably.
It does,
Nice.
yes.
I think it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
Remember that time in the last one where you had a skeleton follow you around?
I always need that.
Who made that? What is that?
So
Those
I
look like
painted
Kara
this.
crystals.
Kara
Bagheera.
printed those with beautiful filament.
Yeah.
Put this up on our battle cam.
Oh,
You
it's
can
so
see this a
cool.
little bit here, but you can see it in much greater detail at AlberonRPG if people take pictures.
I'm actively taking
And
pictures.
because it is 9 o'clock, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back for a action-packed and much quicker combat to end out our evening.
Hopefully
We will be
nobody
back at the end of that break. We'll see you then.
Okay.
And welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, you are joining us for the end of our one-shot, The Critt. This party of first day intern healers has risen to a tremendously challenging occasion. With a skyship colliding with the hospital that you are all orienting in, you rushed to the triage center, you successfully saved several patients, you went to the mess hall, you found the source of this corruption, you fought constructs of flesh and surgical steel and made your way to the healing core. And here, in the healing core, you found an amalgamation of steel unlike anything that you have seen. You can now see as it turns and says, "Let us begin your correction." There is gleaming energy within its chest, but I need everybody to roll for initiative as you begin the final encounter.
Nat
of this
1.
I rolled double digits.
17.
Finally. You deserved.
17 plus. You are a speedy boy, my dude.
So anybody else natural 20?
No.
Nat 1.
She got it.
Ooh,
Oh,
very
anyone
nice.
else natural 20?
Wait, who got not 20?
I think he did.
25 to 20.
I don't like that.
23.
23. Very nice.
30, 20. Again, I think.
So we have Finnley.
Wait, I also have initiative swap.
That's true. So think about if you want to use that.
Just putting that out to the table.
So anybody else 20 to 15?
Oh, 2015,
Oh.
16.
16.
Do I have a different role for my zombie?
Your zombie will go on your turn. Finnley and zombie, I will put down there so I remember. Anybody 15 to 10?
13.
Okay, for Ulysses. And then natural 1.
Yeah. I trip on my big old rabbit feet.
No, hippity
It's okay.
No hippity hop. I was
Hippity flops.
No! We're like flippity
So-
flop.
Do you want to use initiative swap with anybody?
Does anybody want to use it?
What was your initiative again? It was pretty high, right?
23.
Yeah. So,
Does anyone have anything they want to do really early on into is in that?
Smash.
You know
Do you
what?
want
You
to go early?
nearly died. You should go first
Okay,
before you have a
yeah.
chance to
There
die
we
again.
go. So, the way that this works out. Dr. Corexis will be beginning us off with a
I don't
natural
like that
20.
name.
Finley and the zombie go next, then Bramble, then Moss, then Ulysses, and then Saffron. So, let us begin.
Dr. Gross. Immediately, I'm just like, no.
Dr. Corexis is going to ting, 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 just tap on the metal carapace, and suddenly glyphs form around them in this 30-foot sphere. Within this aura of correction, you imagine healing is likely halved. Certain things will become less effective within this space, and all of you at the edge of this can kind of feel this magical energy suffuse around you. They are then going to... they don't really need to go anywhere. Saffron, you were the person that kind of led the way through this space, and as their eyes regard you,
Promptly
they
tripped.
are going to look at you and say... Curious. Let us carve this imperfection from your mind. Can you make a wisdom saving throw as
Plus
they
1.
use
You're
Mind
within 10
Scalpel
feet.
on you?
Mind Scalpel. Ooh.
I hate that.
No. Another nat 1.
Does empowered healing help at all?
It does
That's 2 in a
only
row.
Saffron. For the next minute, your thoughts become muddled. You roll a d6 and subtract this from your attack rolls and ability checks. So you are subtracting 4 from attack rolls and ability checks for the next minute.
Yikes.
Additionally, you subtract that from Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. You can repeat this save at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
So they mind scalpel you, and suddenly your thoughts crack and become strange. You try to think about what to do, but all you can think about are those mandrake roots at the beginning of today. That is their action. As a bonus action, they will use aberrant integration. You see they lean back into this core and they shudder, almost with pleasure. One of these crystals shatters. The magma glows even brighter, and they seem to grow stronger. They gain 10 temporary HP. Yes.
I can still read its surface thoughts for the next minute, but I don't know if I want to on this one.
That's fair.
Anything useful that he's thinking?
The thoughts are perfectly in sync with what they are saying, 1-to-1. They have no stray thoughts. There is no self-doubt. This is just somebody who is completely in tune with what they want to do.
Gotcha.
But that is Dr. Corrects us. That brings us to Finnley and their zombie. Finnley, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to cast Mage Hand and scoop up the zombie and the evil guy together.
Girl,
Either
it's
just
5
together
pounds.
or against
It's
the
a
thing.
hand. It's
Mage
just
hand
for
is very
hand.
wimpy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wimpy. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna have my zombie
Okay.
go towards them,
Mm-hmm.
and I've already passed this zombie my movable paperclip,
Fantastic.
and they're gonna clip themselves, their hands, fingers together.
So you take this clip, you put it in your zombie's hands, you clasp them together.
Can I? Oh wait, no. Okay, after observing the bad guy, do I know if it's just coming from the head?
It seems to be coming from the chest of this creature.
Can I clip their chests together?
So you clasp the zombie's hands over this clip and you say, clip its chest together. And you certainly can try. So this zombie looks at you and goes, and lumbers forwards. Their movement is only 25 feet, but they're not very far away. They lumber forwards. Mm-hmm. They open their hands with this paper clip inside, and they kind of forwards. I'm going to say, go ahead, roll 20-sided dice. This is an attack roll.
Do I have any?
I believe in
You add 4 to it.
15.
15. That is a miss, unfortunately.
Good idea.
And this creature just knocks them away.
Wait, do I have a reroll?
You do not, unfortunately, on this creature. They still hold this
damage
clip.
reroll? Oh,
They can try it again on their next turn. But that is your bonus action to instruct the zombie. You still have an action and movement. Is there anything else you want to do?
Am I close enough to... Wait. I have weapons on me. Am I close enough to brawl?
You're 20 feet away, so you can run right up to it, yeah?
But if I do that and I'm knocked unconscious, then me and the zombie are out.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
What you doing?
I'm going to dance around.
Okay.
And, kind of behind one of the sparklies.
Excellent. So as a distraction, you dance around, you kind of move around, and just sort of hope that this is going to allow you to stay safe.
Yeah.
Easy enough. That is your turn.
30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet. That is your turn. Finnley, your zombie, standing toe-to-toe with this creature. That brings us to Bramble.
Spiritual weapon. Achoo!
This thing, what does it look like?
It takes the form. Okay, you know when you get a cast taken off and the doctor has that.
Yes.
That.
Excellent. Sonic saw.
Yeah. And I'm going to. I can place it within 60 feet, right? So just gonna plop it down right next to him.
Excellent.
And I'm sorry, I forget. Can it attack on the same turn that I cast it?
It can.
Okay.
Because it's so cool.
Cool. Gonna go ahead and have it kapow, attack. Spellcasting modifier, that's gonna be 18 to hit.
18 is a meets a pizza.
Okay. And that's gonna be 5 plus 4, so 9 points of radiant.
By default, I think it's radiant, yeah.
Yeah.
Radiant.
9 points of radiant damage. This just right against them. The vibrations hum against this metal, and it does the full amount of damage.
Okay. And then for my so that was my bonus action. For my action, gonna go ahead and do a little. Let's see. Toll the Dead on the big guy.
Okay.
Oh no, that's a
Saving throw.
DC 15 Wisdom save.
DC 15 Wisdom save. That is a 14.
Nice. And that's going to be 2d8. 10 points of necrotic.
Only half as effective as you would want it to be.
Necrotic is still not very helpful.
The bell rings, and they seem to almost be immune to that, though just a little bit resistant.
Yeah.
Anything else?
She's just gonna...
Wait, my zombie's fine, right?
Your zombie is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, skirt around there so that if Jenny goes down, she's there to help.
There you go. You see Finnley dancing off in the corner, and you're like, yeah, that's better than what's happening over here. You make your way over. That is your turn. Bramble, that brings us to you, Moss.
Okay.
Ulysses, you're on deck.
Question. When they broke one of the crystals, did any of the pieces break off onto the floor?
No, they kind of almost melted into the ground, and you can see the magma that begins to pour out seems to be made out of whatever that is.
Okay. So, for my action, I'm going to use my Conjuration Wizard ability to create an object.
Okay.
And I'm just going to create an aerodynamic stone and just put it on the ground.
Okay.
I will then use my bonus action to become invisible and move.
Okay.
I have a plan.
You place a stone on the ground, perfectly aerodynamic and spherical, and you just place it on the ground and walk away.
What?
You moonwalk away from this creature.
I do. So I'm invisible and I go... I'm going to go over yonder.
Okay, you make your way down into the hallway.
Yes. Wait, is there a wall here?
No.
Okay, so it's just
The hallway's 20 feet wide, so it's a pretty substantial corridor.
Got multiple gurneys.
Okay, so I guess I'm just trying to figure out, am I still in the same room if I'm still over here?
You need to be 5 feet over that way.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
I want to be in the room still.
5 feet forward.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm still in the room.
You're in the room in the doorway.
Excellent.
So where's your rock then? Is it
My
in the
rock
room
is
too?
wherever, it would be, I want my rock to be in the room as well.
Perfect.
So we'll leave it there, and we'll just be here.
So Bramble in front
it's a
Bramble in
die.
front of you, they just drop a perfectly spherical stone, look at you in the eyes, and just disappear. Do with that what you will. Anything else, Moss?
That was my action, my bonus action, and my movement.
The greatest turn of all time. I can't wait to see what happens with this. Ulysses, what would you like to do? And then Saffron, you're on deck.
As your teammate, I trust your process, even though I don't understand. And then... up.
Little red
Don't
line
trip
never
on
hurt
the
anybody.
rock that's not
Well, the rock's not invisible.
It's
thank
not.
you.
It's a real. It's not like a massive stone. It's I don't know, somewhere below 5 pounds for no explicit reason.
On that and it's just a pebble.
It's below 5 pounds. I didn't say it was
It's a
pebble.
4.9 pound rock.
Ooh.
It's
Something
specifically.
tells me it might find itself being catapulted.
So Ulysses, you cross the distance. You now stand right next to this zombie. The zombie is holding a paperclip. What do you want to do?
Ooh. You have my consent.
I trust your process as well. And then punches with shields.
Go ahead, make your attack roll.
Shield.
The epitome of let them cook.
That's a lot of trust.
19.
That is a hit. You slam into Dr. Corexis, the Scalpel Saint, with your shield.
The Scalpel Saint? What a dope ass name.
6, 7, 8 for the first attack. That's the damage on the first attack. Stick and attach. Round 2. Not as good.
No.
3, 8. 8.
8. That is a miss. That's a substantial miss.
Yep.
And as a reaction, they look at you. Are you missing any hit points?
Yep.
They look at you and they say, yes.
Can I use my bonus action before they do
Yeah,
that?
of course.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith! Yeah, bitch.
So
Defense mode!
technically Shield of Faith does come in afterwards. It's
Fuck.
a reaction.
No,
But-
it's a oh.
No, it's a bonus action.
No, but they're taking a reaction off your action. So the bonus action comes in
Fine.
after. This, they're going to take an attack against you.
Fine.
As they look at you, they say, I can see your anatomy beginning to come undone. And they slash with a scalpel arm. That is only, however, going to be a 9. And so for those cool words, they just miss wildly.
What are you talking about?
Now, as a bonus action, are you...
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith!
Arms over, and you bolster your defensive abilities. Anything else, Ulysses?
Nope.
You now stand toe-to-toe with this creature, side by side with the zombie. That brings us to Saffron.
Saffron has not been doing so hot, but is gonna get closer.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's not the end of my turn. So since I was able to hit, I pushed them 10 feet back into this sludge. So they cannot take an attack unless they have reach.
Does the spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity?
I don't believe so. In Baldur's Gate it does, but it shouldn't technically.
That sounds pretty. That sounds such a busted spell.
Would be
that,
cool if it did.
So a couple things happen. As you shove this creature back into the healing core, molten metal splashes across them. You can hear them look down and go, inconvenient. It is molten metal. And so they are taking 15 points of fire damage.
And does that
Seems
fire
to go-
damage seem effective?
It seems to do the full amount that you would expect it to.
As a fire-based druid.
There you go.
That is your turn, Ulysses. Saffron, what would you like to do?
So quick temperature check. If I attack in an area, does this healing core that's like crucial to the hospital or something?
Yeah, really.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
I thought it was crucial to it.
to whatever he's
To
doing.
ju-
Yeah.
I
thought
thought
that
it
too,
brought
so-
that with
It
them.
could be
and
both.
I was like,
Very glad you
geez.
clarified
I
that.
do believe, from what I understand, the healing core existed beforehand, and this strange creature is fucking with it.
Yes.
Oh.
Co-opting it, perhaps.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need
yeah.
the healing core. Gotcha.
So I believe from that spot where I'm now standing,
Yep.
I have a 15-foot cone that won't hit the core but will hit the spiritual weapon.
Correct.
Okay.
Great. I don't think I care about the spiritual weapon, and to be honest,
That
a little
is
bit.
okay.
I don't care about the zombie either.
A little bit.
A little bit. So
I feel like, well,
I have some Bane on me, but this spell requires you to make a check,
Okay.
so the Bane doesn't impact me.
What kind of
15.
check?
Oh, a deck save.
A deck save?
Yeah.
12.
Nice, you fail.
Yes, I do.
And it's fire damage. I get my extra bullshit.
Yes, you do.
So. Oof. Oh my god, all these ones, all these twos.
no.
I did so well. 6, 7, 8. 8 whole fucking damage.
Yay.
Hey, but it's the full amount that you would expect. You can see more fire leap off their core. There is already molten metal streaming down their chassis. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll follow that up with my shade. We'll throw some shade. With another nat 1.
Oh,
my god.
dice.
you're just leaping
So much for your
straight
overpowered
into it.
character.
Where's Tara's dice jail?
Anything else, Saffron?
I would cry big tear.
You cry one big tear. That's a free action. And we go to the top of the round to Dr. Corexis. They look down. They have been shoved. They peel themselves out of the metal, which splashes like sparks across them. And they lumber down in front of this zombie. So they are going to use a multi-attack.
No, is it how? Is
But
that
as a
fair?
bonus action,
That was
first,
fair.
they are going to look at you, Ulysses, who pushed them, after finishing saying inconvenient. They are going to look at you and they are going to say, it is time for surgery. And you feel this collar of arcane glyphs tighten around you. You are marked for surgery. They are then going to take a scalpel arm attack against you.
I am
Ooh,
hurt.
that's a d12.
Thank
you.
you.
Are hurt, so that is that is at advantage. That is going to be 22 to hit. 22 is a hit.
Yes, it is barely, you bitch.
Shield of Faith? Isn't your Shield of Faith?
Yeah,
You
so
have a
my
Shield of
AC is
Faith,
now
yeah.
21.
Damn.
Hate
Yeah.
to see that. That is going to be 15 plus
No.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24 points of slashing.
Goodbye.
As you are just carved down, this collar tightens on your neck and just tugs you down across the scalpel, and you go to the ground. They turn, and this bone saw attached to their other arm into life, and they plunge it into the zombie's chest. The zombie has its full hit points, so this is just a single flat attack.
Olive,
That is going
you
to
knock
be
your
23
character
to hit.
who you are.
That is going to hit.
Appreciate you.
Emily, your zombie is taking 8 points of slashing damage, which, give me 1 second here. I do not have my zombie stat block up. Your zombie has 22 hit points. It is still alive. This bone
With a
saw
paperclip.
into its chest, gore goes everywhere. The creature just goes, seems to be almost unfazed by it as it is undead. It does need to make a constitution saving throw, so roll 20-sided dice and add 3 to that.
14.
That is a failure, and so as this blade, it just catches their intestines. The intestines snarl on the saw, and the zombie goes and is stunned until the end of their next turn. That is the scalpel arm, the bone saw, yes.
Can I have made my check to not be Bane anymore?
You can.
Thanks. Sorry.
No worries. They do regain their mind scalpel.
Wow. It's a wisdom?
Yep.
+7. Or +4. +4. Oh, wait, it's a saving throw?
Yep.
+7. So 12 + 7 is 19?
That is a success. You
Nice.
lose these muddled thoughts. You regain your mind. You kind of clarify this, and in this moment, the creature looks to you, mind scalpels you again. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
It's because I wasn't using the wildfire dice.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
18.
Much
That is
better.
a success. You feel the scalpel pierce into your mind, but
Not
you turn
this
it
time.
aside. You will not be affected again. That is all that Dr. Corexis can do. That brings us to you, Finnley. Your zombie turns painfully slow and goes stunned, unable to move. But what would you like to do, Finnley?
I want to use improvised weaponry. Can I grab the little ghost axe thing?
Can you grab the little ghost
Okay,
axe? No,
sorry.
it's
Okay,
a
no,
spiritual weapon.
That's my
fine.
thing.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. One of those shards.
Yeah, you can try to grab one of those things. So
That's what I wanna
you
do.
grab onto this thing, and I'll say if you're trying to break it free to use as an improvised weapon, you are a tavern brawler.
I was
That
gonna
isn't
say.
your
I was gonna
kit.
say.
So go ahead, make an attack roll at disadvantage. And this is kind of symbolizing that you are breaking something off the ground and attacking with it in the same roll.
But there is a convenient pebble right there.
There is a convenient pebble.
Yeah, what is that
And then-
fucking pebble doing?
I'm kidding.
Roll
I'm
that
sorry.
one more time and then take the lower of the two results.
So you
14.
keep the 14.
14 plus. What is your attack roll? The amount that you add for that?
It's strength, right? So,
-1.
Well, they're tavern brawlers, so they get to add the proficiency score modifier as well.
-1 plus.
so proficiency
So then
is
13
3.
plus 3, 16.
That is a miss, unfortunately. You do break this off and swing it up, but this creature dodges out of the way.
But does she get to keep the crystal in her hand?
Yeah, you're
at
holding
least?
this little shard of
So you
crystal.
can try again next one.
Anything else, Finnley?
Any healing I can do?
That was your action. That was your move. Or you can still move if you have a bonus action that you could use. Yes. You have Quicken Spell. So actually, you can cast any of your spells that are listed as an action as a bonus action. So yes.
So if you wanted to heal, you could do Cure Wounds, but you have to.
Did
be able
you
to touch
run up
somebody.
to the creature?
Yeah.
You still have your
Cool.
movement too.
Oh, okay.
So that means that you move 5, 10, 15, like 20 feet. You have 10 more feet of movement. So if you wanted to do that, you could do that to Ulysses, who is down on the ground unconscious.
Excellent idea.
that.
There you go. You bend down and you reach out. And in this moment, all of you see from within the clothing, Finnley begins to glow. Their skin with this ethereal light, almost heavenly from this moment. And you go ahead
I'm gonna
and
sing like
quicken
they're
the spell.
singing,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Just for me.
It just comes down. There's a beam of light, and you cast Cure Wounds impossibly fast on Ulysses. Go ahead, roll a d8, And Ulysses, you gain that much health?
Wait, isn't it half because we're in this?
It is. Thank you very much.
Fuck you, Ari.
Thank
Hey
you
man,
for
I'm
keeping me
teacher's
honest.
pet.
Boo!
So roll that. How much? Yeah. No,
He did forget to
Oh,
collect our
still a
homework.
Yeah, still a
so-
Yes. So, and I worked so hard on it. By
5. So you gain
doing
2
character
hit
that can't
points. The healing is fickle in this aura, but you do come
just
back.
kidding. I have
Rules
terrible-
That
Lawyer.
is your turn, Finley. But good work bringing back an ally.
Yeah.
That brings us to Bramble.
Okay.
There's still a rock in front of you, inexplicably, but you do see the rest of
But
your
you're hiding
allies
behind it. 'Cause
pouring
you're so tiny.
themselves into combat.
Small pool.
I'm tempted to just take a rest on the rock, but I won't do that to you. Don't worry.
I mean, you
All right.
could.
We'll
It's up
do-
to you.
Let's do. I'm gonna first just do a bonus action spiritual weapon situation.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Rules lawyering works in both directions, though.
26.
26 is
It's
a
always
hit.
worth it.
Finley, you miss
I
with
fucked
this
up
crystal,
before.
but as this creature bends away,
Yeah.
this axe swings in from the sides and hits him.
Better flinch, bitch.
11 points of radiant,
Nice.
and then
You can see there is dents now in some of this metal. They look, before they were impossibly sleek and perfect, there is signs of wear on their body.
do we have any idea like what he is doing in here? I mean, he's like doing a surgery, right, on the
As an action, if you wanted to make an Arcana check, you could try to figure it out.
Non-consensual surgery is so bad.
right? Yeah, I'll do that.
Make an Arcana check.
So I just remembered I have expertise on Arcana, and that's a 19 on the dice.
I love
so,
that. Get some plot.
27.
You look and you squint your eyes trying to analyze what is happening here. These crystals, in addition from not just outside this hospital, outside of this plane. These are things that have been kind of drawn together here, and you watch part of it kind of break and then more molten sort of metal emerge. Whatever these are, almost like a vice wrapped around this healing core, and as they tighten, they seem to be almost liquefying this. And you imagine, you heard this creature think about one final pulse. When these tighten fully and this core implodes, there will be a massive magical pulse that will be almost impossibly destructive, not just for this hospital, but for the entirety of the capital city of Serentyl.
Neat. So, free action, she's just gonna be like, we have to stop those crystals from crushing the heart. the core. And then she's gonna be like, he said one more pulse. We have to do it before, like, we're running out of time. That's my turn.
Absolutely. You yell all that, and useful is that information. That brings us to Moss. Moss, your stone is still on the ground.
Come on.
It's
There
on
is
the ground.
one stone left unturned. What would you like to do?
Okay, so my original plan was to hurl the stone at the creature. But currently there are several things in front of the creature. But hearing that the crystals need to be dealt with, would it be safe to say that Moss would assume that destroying the crystals would be a good thing?
With the things that you have learned,
Yes.
you can decide if that's... As an action, would you like to make an Arcana check to try to discern more about that? I will say, Bramble, with your check, when those crystals were destroyed and more of that molten material appeared, that seems to be hastening this process now.
Wait, when the crystals were destroyed, more molten.
So
It's like the crystals were put in place almost like a scaffolding, and as the scaffolding is knocked down, it's doing magical damage to the core.
did I witness the crystal gouting magma?
Yes.
Okay, then I would assume that breaking the crystals means more magma, which would be a bad thing for us
That is fair.
right now.
Yes.
Bagma. So instead, what I will do is I will try to be helpful.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to cast slow
Oh.
and miss everyone except for the dude.
Phenomenal.
I would just like to encapsulate this in slow.
What the
What
fuck
kind of
does
save
a
is
rock
that?
do?
She's
What
gonna
kind of save?
It is a
Wisdom.
wisdom 14.
But even if it explodes, then it's gonna explode slowly.
That is a 3.
Yeah!
They are slowed.
And so in this moment,
Incredible.
they are slowed. And you see they reach out. They have a reaction to try to use, but as slow takes effect, it just sinks into this almost arcane, honey-like striation in the air. Phenomenal work. Anything else?
Moss now visible, and we're trying to figure out how to move the stone in a better place. I will go over here and hope that they can't reach me.
Okay, you back up. You kind of shelter behind the visage of this fire form. This creature's head slowly turns to watch you. You now have its full, undivided attention.
Yep.
Anything else?
That was my action, and my movement. I could use my bonus action to go invisible, but I feel like that might be redundant in this moment.
Saffron. Not Saffron. Ulysses. It is your turn, Saffron. You're on deck. You can see this creature a little distracted in this moment. What are you doing? You have 2 hit points and a dream.
Yep. 2 hit points and a dream. First things first, they take Finnley's hand, which I think is glowing, right?
Finley's entire body is glowing.
Oh, okay. They'll take their hand. You see it starts to glow. But with their other hand, first things first, they're going to chug the mysterious tonic of energy.
So mysterious. What does it do?
When you drink this shimmering tonic, your next healing spell is cast as if using 1 spell slot higher.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
And I'm
So
not...
you crush this. Can you read out the name of that?
Oh, monstrous. I thought it said mysterious. Monstrous tonic of healing. That's...
It is a monstrous tonic of healing. You crush this monster, and you go ahead and you heal. So go ahead. What healing spell are you using? A healing spell?
No.
Okay, so you're just holding that ability.
So you just...
It's kind of, but what she does, so what he does is he reaches out his hand, it starts to glow, reach and touches your glowing hand as well, and it says, Gilda would be proud of your bravery just now. Please, save us all! And you get 4 hit points of temporary hit points.
There you go. It is a big...
But can I upcast heroism if it's a level 1 spell? You can't? Yeah, okay. Well...
But you feel heroic in this moment, Finley. That is your turn, Ulysses.
Would you like to stand?
Bonus action. He hugs himself for 20 points of healing. Lay on hands.
Absolutely. You flood yourself with healing. Still on the ground.
That's all of my
Would you like to stand?
You can use your movement.
movement.
to stand, yeah.
You don't have to stand. I just want to see if you would like to stand.
Yeah, I suppose it would be smart.
It's worth
There you
knowing whether
go.
you'd like to.
You
Yeah.
put the shield into the ground and you hoist yourself back up to your
Oh, my knees!
painfully. But that is your turn, Ulysses.
I
That
retired
brings
for a
us
reason.
To Saffron.
So, there's like legs gripping the healing core or some shit?
It's almost like their back has merged. The back of their legs, when they were pushed in, merged briefly. And as they get a little bit further away, you see strands of this molten metal kind of hooked into them. They do seem partially fused with this core.
Do they like that?
Are there-
They don't.
Are there
Are they
physical things to attack that are squeezing the core to pulse it to crush it? Or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Then never mind then. Then I'm just gonna... Oh, you think you're so perfect? Shimmering Warforged creature?
Get 'em.
I'm gonna moonbeam the guy.
What?
Can I cast it at the 3rd level, please?
Oh, we stand a
You
moonbeam.
can. You can.
Is he a shape changer?
He is not a shape changer.
I was really hoping.
He is an aberration.
He sure
Now.
is.
Now.
What kind of save is that?
I want to know
I'm
more
sorry, I'm
about
looking,
this
I'm looking.
mysterious doctor.
Mm-hmm.
If he
Oh,
still has a PhD.
Constitution. 15 is what you're trying to beat.
13 on the die.
Nice. 2d10 radiant. Oh, it's not fire. Tragic.
Radiant damage still does the full amount.
8 plus 4 is 12. And then, oh, it just moves. Okay, so now there's a moonbeam on the field.
Okay.
You want to put that on it?
This beam of moonlight shines down, kind of joining the chorus of different lights, glinting off these elements of crystal. This creature shies away from it a little bit and is beginning to start to look quite hurt.
Great. Then I'm going to follow that up with a little flame seed.
Absolutely.
19.
That's
Plus
a hit.
4. Plus 4. Plus 1d6.
Get him.
6. Get him. Plus 3 is 9 whole damage.
9 points of damage, and this creature is still looking pretty hurt.
Ah, nice.
Anything else?
We'll move. I'll
Okay.
move us. We're gonna.
Where are you moving?
Just away.
Okay.
Just,
Way.
Back up, kind of joining Moss against the side of the wall. That is Saffron. That brings us to the top of the round and to Dr. Corexis. They're slowed. So their movement speed is halved, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So first, do they get Mind Scalpel back? They do.
No.
That is good for me. They cannot possibly hope to reach Moss so far away, so they are going to turn and attempt to Mind Scalpel you. Can you make a Wisdom saving throw, Moss?
Me?
Yeah.
Wisdom?
Ooh. Because it starts its turn in Moonbeam, it has to do that whole thing again.
Wisdom save?
Yes. Con.
A con. That is 21.
You take half damage.
There you go.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. As you feel this sharp pain pierce into your mind, you are able to turn it aside. You do not have muddled thoughts.
7 damage.
7 points of damage.
Which is the half. I already
Intense
halved
focus.
it for you.
They turn everything in slow motion. They almost try to brush this away. You could see they reach out to try to hit Ulysses and Finnley, but slowed, they can only make one attack, and that is their entire turn. That brings us to Bramble.
To Finnley.
Do they get to repeat the save? Oh, sorry, Finnley. And then do they get to repeat the save at the end of their turn for slow? Who cast slow?
I did. I'm looking. I normally... Another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
At the end of its turn, it only rolls an 11, and so is still slowed. Finnley, what would you like to do? Your zombie is not stunned anymore, and so can do things again.
Oh, right. Are they close enough to clip themselves?
If you want to try again, they certainly are.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna try the shank first, and then the zombie clip after.
Okay, so first make an attack roll as a tavern brawler.
Get him.
We figured out it was +3, right?
14.
14 is a miss. You jab
Their
this
AC
into their
is
being.
-2, so that brings that to what, 16?
What was a roll?
14.
Still a miss, unfortunately. Ching, shattering off this element of almost like plate mail. And then, are you having your zombie clip this guy?
Yeah.
Amazing. Roll a 20-sided dice.
Get
and
him.
add 3 to it.
Forever stuck in the
17.
Moonbeam.
17 total. With slow in effect, you take this clip, which, for those of you following along at home, is an immovable rod.
Oh.
You jam it into their chest, and the zombie goes and clips it. And you clip the immovable rod into place in the interior of this creature's sort of cavernous metallic exoskeleton.
Excellent.
And that's fantastic. We'll get back to that. That is your turn, Finnley.
Can I
wanna-
do any healing?
You used a bonus action to command the zombie. Action. You can move if you want to move.
Yes.
Do I still have the shard
You
in
do?
my hand? Okay, I move closer.
Okay. You can't physically move closer, so you just lean.
Yeah.
Okay,
Menacing.
wait. Do I have intimidation or charisma?
You do
I
not.
feel like I do.
That's an action, though. So
Okay.
that is your turn,
It would be
Finnley
one.
and the zombie. That brings us to you, Bramble.
So you do know the skill, but
Yeah.
you just don't have
Intimidate. Okay.
the amount
Yeah.
of things to do. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. You said he's made of metal,
Yes,
and he's all heated up right now, right?
he is.
Okay.
It's
Would you like to make that worse?
How hot is it?
So hot.
Well, okay. I don't know if you guys have seen the seminal superhero movie Fantastic Four with Johan Gruffel, but
I haven't.
gonna go ahead and do something that Johnny Storm taught me in that movie. Not a sponsor.
And I forgot the part in the movie where Johnny Storm turns to the camera and goes, Hannah, watch this.
In that movie, they superheat a metal guy and then they cool him down. So I'm gonna cast Create or Destroy Water.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna do it in so it could be into a container, but you can also make it just rain.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do it in such a way. It's a 30-foot cube, and I don't want to hit the core.
Sure.
Because the core is special.
Here's a 20-foot cube.
Thanks. And so it's just gonna. I don't want to hit fireman either. So it's just
Yeah, they're all the way over here, so you're good.
yeah. It's gonna be like this, basically.
Excellent. You
Make
Actually,
it rain.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it toward me, so I can also just get some nice.
do a couple of steps of the grung rain dance that you did before, and all of a sudden, right above this swirling melee of combat, just water, a big glob of water appears and just begins to downpour in this space. You can see heated up metal instantly steam across this entire space. I'm gonna say
So brittle. So
their
delicate.
AC decreases by an additional 2 as they do become brittle. Heating and rapidly cooling things does have that effect.
Yeah.
With a further additional 2 from Slow, they are currently sitting at a 14 AC. You can see as the water finishes splashing across them, the metal itself scorched and burned, and as they turn, pieces flake and fall away.
And now I'm gonna hit it with my spiritual weapon.
Absolutely. Make
As you should.
Yeah, 12.
that is still a miss. This creature is hurt, but not quite that badly.
In the movie, he kind of does turn to the camera because they're like, "Pop quiz." Anyway, yeah. That's my turn.
You turn to the camera,
I turn
Bramble,
to the
you
camera.
wink. Maybe it's inspiring somebody else 20 years from now. That brings us to Moss.
Hi.
Your rock is wet.
My rock is wet.
I'm so happy
This-
that worked.
The straight line is terrible still, but that's okay. I'm not brave enough to.
Are you?
She's fast. She's been running in and out of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure?
What you doing?
Be brave.
I can be brave.
What you doing?
Moss is gonna be like, we need to end this, and will like to catapult
Yes.
the rock.
Excellent.
So it catapults in a straight line.
Into Finnley's head.
Wait,
No,
am I
so
still glowing? Can I be
because
glowing as I have?
You are glowing. This unless you roll, because I believe it's. Hang on.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Through Ulysses, Finnley, the zombie.
But we
No,
all
it
give
would
you your
just be
blessing.
Finnley, I believe, at this angle.
Yeah, it would just be Finnley, but it's a dexterity saving
My
throw.
blessing. Through me.
So I think that means so.
So
you
Finnley
have
and this creature
Oh,
both
wait.
make dexterity.
The
saving
martyrs!
Which
to, so D20, and then you're gonna add
6
saving throw,
for
which is
Dr.
3.
Correxus.
Okay.
6.
Hey, you and the doctor doing the same thing. This rock right off of both of their heads.
I am so sorry. I
Finnley's
am
about to get
so
dropped.
sorry.
One of them's
Certain.
gonna get medical care at the end of this, and one of them's not.
It takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Should have gotten healthcare.
It's only my first day.
Yeah, you haven't signed up for the
I
health
don't
insurance
qualify.
yet.
Kicks in 60 days. You'll be fine.
It's everything is fine, guys. Nothing bad will happen. This is fine. I rolled middling.
Middling.
At least that's not piddling.
True, 10 bludgeoning damage.
You throw this rock, long awaited, but as it is quite slippery, it kind of hits and just ricochets off their torso. It still deals the damage. They are still hurt. They're badly hurt now, but they're still
Oh,
up.
wait.
Are you badly hurt? Are you
No,
up?
because that doesn't hit. Wait, how much?
It does hit you.
10.
Oh, 10? 10.
Oh,
10
okay.
points of
I
damage.
did, yeah.
Then I'm to 14.
Okay.
Okay,
Still
still
up.
up though. Still up. Definitely.
Pretty
That
good,
prayer of
honestly.
healing, very important.
Across the way, you just hear, sorry. I will bonus action invisible again, and
There you
then
go.
just move myself just to a different spot to keep them on their toes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a sniper.
Yeah.
Never staying in the
Actually-
same place. Move windows.
You know what? We're gonna go over here. So as you're
Yeah.
So collectively,
I'm here now. So maybe a new
got
rock
all
will
spread
appear,
out.
and then it'll just be a new direction.
That is your turn,
I love
Moss.
this
That brings
teacher
us.
catapult.
Yeah, that turns us to Ulysses.
Originally, I was gonna be like, move something, but everything's attached to the ground.
I have a question
Yes.
about allies' bases.
Yeah, you can attack through them. You can't end your turn in the same space.
So I can attack through. Okay. Awesome.
Or you could just ignore your allies and throw rocks at them.
Could do that.
Yeah,
Clearly effective.
we've seen that as a team tactic.
I'm gonna try something else. So he. Yeah! Sacred weapon! Shield starts to glow. Winds up first attack. Ka-ting! Let's see if it hits. Great.
14.
14. Oh, pizza!
You can see the armor now brittle from rapidly being cooled. You can see as they are slowed by the magic from Moss, you just barely hit.
Okay. Well, first things first, if this is gonna be the decisive blow, well, I guess I have to actually do the damage first. Okay.
Divine Smite.
I used up all my spell slots.
That's what we're here for.
Right.
It's a one-shot. You use up those slots.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, that one. Alright. Well, okay. Well, I'll just do second attack.
Get him.
It's looking hurt.
Nice. Dirty 20.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Get him. Yeah. Do it.
First, do some harm.
7 points of damage.
They are still up.
Wait!
Slam them with the
Wait!
shield. You slam them with the shield.
So what happens is shield, they just like rush in, move it 10 feet back, but the immovable rod probably rips off their chest plate or some shit.
Yeah.
So with the
immovable
immovable
bitch.
rod, I believe unfortunately they just can't move.
Oh,
So
damn it. I was
you
hoping it was just part of them would get ripped off.
collide with this creature
Physics.
and ricochet off. It takes a DC
no
30
physics.
strength check to move it. It's pretty substantial.
Fuck.
Yeah, but good idea. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I can do.
All right, this creature still kind of stands badly hurt. You can see magma pouring back into it, pieces of the metal scraping off. But that is your turn, Ulysses. That brings us to Saffron.
Oh,
Oh,
free action. The interns will be victorious!
okay. You shout this out. You hear this from around the way, Saffron. How are you responding?
Being victorious for sure.
Yeah.
It will die my
More
beam
gusto!
on its next turn. Yeah, hippity hoppity, all the gusto. I'm just gonna keep burning hands it. So I'm gonna upcast that because I'm running out of spell slot. So
Absolutely.
wait, burning hands. You roll.
Yeah, you have to roll.
Dex
Not
save.
Yep.
That is going to be a 17. With slow,
Yes, I'm looking at it
minus
right
4.
now. Let's see how this is work. I think it might be just a disadvantage, but let me just double
Minus
check.
2. So with a minus 2, that brings it to 15.
Yeah, minus 2.
Meets it, beats it. So
Meets
you
it,
win,
beats it.
but half damage.
Yep.
It's fire, so I get all my shit.
Mm-hmm.
6 plus 4, 10 plus 1 is
11.
11. 11 damage,
Plus-
please.
Saffron.
Ah!
What happened?
I just want to converge with my fiery wildling guy, and we're gonna stand in one spot and put all of our fiery energy into this. And the immovable rod is holding in place in the moonbeam, and it's standing in its little pool of lava, and it was really brittle, and now it's gonna be just melted, and it combined all of the things that have been slowly pestering it into just a little bubble of mercury in the bottom of this lava pool.
Phenomenal. You merge with this creature
Together.
with fire.
To victory!
Two fiery herringons just becoming one. You could see 2 of your allies glowing with this divine energy, but you suddenly grow brighter than them. You can see this creature turns up and it says, "It was almost perfect." And then you just erase this creature. You can see the metal melting down and just bubbling and dripping until it is just a point of mercury on the floor. You can see some of these crystals begin to flicker and fade away. You can see the magma begin to slow, and you are all out of initiative.
Take out a box of Band-Aids, throw it on the healing core. We're done.
Grilda would be so proud of you.
I think she's still alive.
Is so proud of you.
In fact, in this moment, you can hear these little footsteps. Suddenly around you, the regular lights come on. You can hear the klaxons die down in the hallway. And as Grelda steps across the threshold, her hair reappears, makeup all redone as minor illusion is again in effect. You can see she runs across the space and just goes, "Interns, you did a great job."
Hell yeah.
Looking at like everything here, this is the most important piece of machinery in the entire hospital, and it is not in good shape. But very quickly she catches herself and she goes, "It is still here. You're all far too capable to be interns. Let's talk about residency." She kind of gathers one arm around one of your shoulders and then tries to like hop up and grab any other person. Can only get to Bramble, so Bramble is the second person.
You shouldn't touch me.
And then they just go, "Oh, it'll be fun."
Whoa, what's going
And
on?
as
I'm
you
gonna cast
walk,
protection from poison real quick.
you can see suddenly they go, "Oh, thank you. I got a little excited."
Where's the
You walk
mortuary?
into the hallway and they say, "It's right this way. Let's finish the tour." And as the interns complete their tour of this hospital, still the building burning down, screams off in the distance, sirens. You have all saved the day at the Critt. Just another day for medical interns here in the most dangerous hospital in all of Serentyl. Thank you for joining us for
Together
this session
on
of
3.
D&D.
1, 2, 3, together!
And with that is the end of our session. Thank you for joining us. We will be back in a couple of weeks for Starfinder and D&D on Thursdays and Fridays. But please, whatever you do, stay safe. It is wild out there. We'll see you later. Bye.
Hey.